Johnny Dollar.
George Reed, Johnny, at Floyd's of England.
Well, hiya, George. What can I do for you?
Well, Johnny, I'm afraid I've got myself into a rather embarrassing situation.
Yeah, what have you done this time?
One of the company's most important clients is a man named Orson Ogilvy Terwilliger.
Huh?
Retired. He's a collector. He lives down near the little town of Bethel, New York.
Where's that?
Across the Hudson, east of Poughkeepsie, between Monticello and Coshocton in the Mongauk Valley.
Yo, hold it. I better look it up on the map.
Yes, I wish you would, Johnny. Then go on down there right away.
Oh, why not? But what for?
Terwilliger insists that someone from the company, preferably I, call on him immediately. Immediately, Johnny, regarding some change he wants to make in his life insurance policy.
What kind of a change?
Well, I haven't the least idea, but it's a really sizable policy.
How sizable?
Over $500,000.
That's sizable.
With a double indemnity clause.
Wowee.
You can see why it's important that we cater to this man.
All right, so why don't you tear on down there?
Well, you see, Johnny, oh, dear.
Yeah? What's the matter, Georgie?
I'm making this call from the city jail.
You what?
No, some fool traffic cop. I mean, one of our fine highway patrolmen.
Yeah.
Well, I'm afraid in my anxiety to get down to see Mr. Terwilliger, I may have been speeding a little, and, I made the mistake of arguing with this officer quite vehemently, Johnny.
No.
And, my hearing isn't until tomorrow morning.
Well, look, why don't you send somebody else from the office to see this man?
And have my own employees find out what's happened?
All right, then telephone him.
And have him find out? No, please, Johnny. Go down there and... Listen, I'll double whatever your expenses are and give you $100 besides.
Oh? But now, is that really all there is for me to do? Just find out from him what change he wants in his policy?
Yes. But why do you ask that way?
Nothing. Only every time you hand me one of these real easy assignments, I find I'm lucky to get out of it alive.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Floyd's of England, North American Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the collector's matter. Expense account item 1, $9.85 for a cab to Bradley Field and a plane to New York. Item 2, $50 deposit on a rental car, and I drove north and west on 6 and 17 and finally Route 17B in my search for the little town of Bethel. The foot of the Catskills country is mighty beautiful this time of year. No wonder it's a famous vacation spot for thousands who spend most of their lives in the noise and dirt of the big cities. Lots of mountains, trees, fresh air, and flowers. The so-called town of Bethel was little more than a crossroads with a couple of general stores and gas stations and Emma's Hotel. At Emma's, I asked directions to the Terwilliger place.
Oh, you mean the big place over the lake?
Well, I don't know, is it?
Yeah, it's a beautiful place. And if they do decide to sell it, well, you know the rumors about
Yeah, well, how do I get there?
Well, you see that road right across the highway?
Yeah, I see it.
Well, first you pass Lake Superior, the Scott place.
Yeah.
About a mile and a half, maybe 2 miles. You see a turn to the left.
Uh-huh.
It takes you up the side of the little mountain to the big house.
Okay, thanks.
Such a narrow, twisting road, though, so be careful when you drive.
Oh, sure, and I'm
but
not sure...
such a beautiful view it gives of Mr. Terwilliger's private lake.
Oh, that's fine. I'll give it a good look.
And maybe he'll show you his wonderful collection of guns and weapons that he has. Yeah, beautiful guns.
Yes, I'll ask him about them, and thanks again.
And when you come back, if you feel like a nice cool beer on this hot weather...
Yes, I'll stop by again. Thanks. I passed the Lake Superior he'd mentioned. Then a couple of miles beyond, made a left turn that put me on the narrow, winding road up the side of a hill above another, a smaller lake. I wondered why Terwilliger, with all his money, hadn't improved this road, and thought of what might happen to someone trying to negotiate it too fast. Well, I didn't have time to think about it for long. Huh? The other car must have been coming down the hill. but apparently had taken the narrow little turn much too quickly, then skidded and rolled over to land against a huge boulder that stuck out on the side of the hill just below the road. After a struggle with it, I managed to get one of the doors open to see if the man inside was still alive. He wasn't, though his body was still warm. I reached into his pocket, pulled out a billfold, looked at the driver's license in it. Yeah. Orson O. Terwilliger.
In the history of America, the inventor has had a place of importance equal to that of statesmen and other national leaders. Indeed, our inventors, many of them mechanics, craftsmen, or even thoughtful tinkerers, have strongly influenced our destiny. They have contributed greatly to our amazing development from a barren outpost of civilization to the foremost industrial nation in the world. Incidentally, when we think of great inventions, it's natural to think of involved mechanisms like the McCormick Reaper, the sewing machine, or the phonograph. However, some inventions are so simple, one wonders why they weren't thought of centuries before. An invention in this category is, of all things, the universal, all-important safety pin. This was the invention of Walter Hunt, who lived in New York in the first half of the past century. Between 1832 and 1859, he created and patented more original and worthwhile inventions than any man in the country. A revolver, a repeating rifle, and a bullet with a metal cartridge containing its own explosive charge. But of all his simple inventions, the safety pin is the most useful. It was patented in 1849, and he gave the patent to a draftsman in discharge of a very small debt. Perhaps it is safe to say that Walter Hunt's little invention has been known and used from infancy to old age by more people than any other mechanical contrivance in the world. In recognizing the need for a safety pin, Walter Hunt had the viewpoint of so many American inventors. Somehow there must be a way. Let's find it.
Now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Collector's Matter.
Yeah. The man lying there in the car that had skidded off the road was the man I'd come to see. Orson O. Terwilliger. And he was very dead. Not knowing what sort of police or medical facilities the town of Bethel had to offer, I decided to poke around a bit. But before I could lift the body out of this car, another one came down the narrow road from the direction of the big house on top of the hill.
Well, stranger, did you have some trouble with your... Oh, no, that's Orson's car.
This gal was a doll, maybe 5'2", with blonde hair and, for a moment, sparkling blue eyes. And a figure inside her tight blue capris and yellow silk shirt that would have made any man turn his head. She stood there a moment, staring at the body, a look of utter disbelief on her lovely face. Then I caught her as she started to slump to the ground, hands covering her face, her whole body shuddering with her sobs. I'm sorry. I'm terribly sorry.
Why did a thing like this have to happen? Just when Orson and I were...
Easy now. Easy. Just take it easy. If it makes you feel better, go ahead and...
No. What good is it to cry over him? It won't bring him back to life.
No, I'm afraid nothing will now.
Why does it have to happen to people like... I'm terribly sorry. I didn't mean to throw myself into your arms.
That's perfectly all right.
The shock of suddenly... I'm Blanche Terwilliger, his wife. Who are you?
My name is Johnny Dollar.
Johnny Dollar? The insurance investigator?
Yes, that's right, Mrs. Terwilliger. Your husband had asked that someone from the office.
Sounds like a terrible thing to say, Johnny.
Yeah?
But I'm glad it was you who found him there.
Oh?
After all the awful things that people... Only they aren't true at all. They never were. Well, I suppose we'd better call Dr. Parker and the police and... Shall we go up to the house, Johnny?
Yeah. Sure. At the house, I made the call to Dr. Parker. In a matter of minutes, he and another man, a Mr. Harry Allen, arrived, and together we went back and inspected the scene of the accident.
No question to me. No question at all. Ah, yes, Mr. Dollar, I'm the whole police force here in Bethel. Somebody's got to do it.
I see, Mr. Allen. Chief.
Don't you agree, Doctor? Plain as day, isn't it?
Yeah, Chief. Mr. Dollar, it's just an unfortunate accident. Those marks on his head and body are simply a result of the car rolling over.
All of them,
Doctor?
Doctor?
Why Orson didn't know better than to take this turn too fast is... what did you say, Mr. Dollar?
Well, this bruise on his forehead when he struck the windshield.
That's right. Killed him instantly. And here, on his chest, from the steering wheel.
Uh-huh. But that round contusion, I guess you'd call it, there behind his left ear. Small, a perfect circle.
Something inside the car when it rolled.
Was it?
Yep.
Maybe. Suppose you show me one thing, anything, inside the car that could have made that clean, clear mark.
Now, you look here, Dollar.
Yes, Chief.
It was pure accident that killed him, no doubt about it. The doc knows it, I know it, and you know it. Just because you're one of these high-powered, big-city-type special investigators, just don't let your imagination run away with you.
Chief is right, Mr. Dollar.
Sure. Now, come on. Let's haul the body up to the house and help Mrs. Terwilliger make arrangements with that funeral home down to Monticello. Anything else we can do.
Very good idea, Chief.
And, say, Dollar, you're a healthy young buck with a sharp eye.
Now, what's that supposed to mean?
Well, now you tell me the truth. Don't you think Terwilliger's wife is one of the prettiest girls you ever did see?
Yeah, she is.
Such a shame that she and him never really...
Rumor, Chief. That's just a lot of idle gossip.
Yeah, Doc. I guess you're right.
Is he, Chief?
Huh?
I wonder. Up at the big home on the hill, Mrs. Terwilliger, only I called her Blanche now, at her insistence, she called to make arrangements for her husband's funeral. Considering her obvious shock over the whole affair, she was doing very well. She'd also called one of the local garages to remove the wreck of the car.
It would be so horrible to have to see it there day after day. That car, the thing that killed him.
Yes, I know what you mean.
You're very understanding, Johnny, and I like you for it.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, I guess there's nothing further that we can do now. I've made out the death certificate and, Blanche, my dear.
Yes, Doctor.
You sure you wouldn't like to come down the hill, stay with Mrs. Parker and me until this is all over?
Oh, no, Doctor, but thank you very much. You've all been wonderful to me, and I appreciate it. That means you too, Chief Allen.
Oh, now, it's a real pleasure, Miss Blanche. Well...
Yeah, I suppose we...
Oh, but Johnny,
Yes?
would you stay and help me make out the insurance? Oh, it sounds terrible to talk about it at a time like this.
Yeah, but all those things have to be done, my dear. So, Mr. Dollar, if you'd like to stay here...
No, I'd better on down to Emmer's Hotel and arrange for a place to stay overnight.
A hotel when we have this nice big house with plenty of... Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I'm alone now.
You really shouldn't be, my dear.
Johnny, maybe you'd come back to tell me what I must do about the insurance. And maybe have dinner with me?
Well, that would be a good idea.
Yeah, maybe it is. Expense account item 3, 90 cents for a phone call at Emmer's Hotel.
Orson Terwilliger is dead.
And, George, there's just one thing I want to know.
Johnny, I simply can't... Yes, what is it?
Who are the beneficiaries of Terwilliger's insurance?
Why, there's only one.
His wife, Blanche Terwilliger.
Yes.
I knew it. George, is that policy pretty much a standard form?
Yes, it is. Double indemnity, as I think I told you.
But he said he wanted some changes made.
Well, to quote him exactly, he said he wanted to make a change in it. But frankly, I can't imagine what or why.
5 will get you 10. He wanted to change the beneficiary.
Really?
But the beautiful Blanche played it smart. She didn't give him a chance.
Yes, I suppose that is a... What?
Yeah.
Now, Johnny, no, listen. If you mean what I think you do, what I mean is...
Yeah, George. Give it some thought.
Who administers the oath of office to the President of the United States? And for that matter, what is the oath of office? You may not know the answer to the first question. You should know the answer to the second. Because before a man can become president, he must pledge himself to do two things. First, he must pledge that he will in fact perform the duties of the president, and second, that he will perform them in accordance with our Constitution. This pledge is called the oath of office. It is very short and reads as follows. I do solemnly swear, or affirm, that I will faithfully execute the office of President of the United States, and will, to the best of my ability, preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution of the United States. That is the oath of office. The President takes it. But who administers it? The answer is that the Constitution does not say. Washington was sworn in by an official of New York City. Calvin Coolidge took the oath of office before his own father in the family homestead in Vermont. Frequently, it's administered by the Chief Justice of the Supreme Court. But the important point is not who administers the oath, but that the President, before he becomes President, shall swear to preserve, protect, and defend the Constitution. Because it is the Constitution which ensures that your country and mine shall be our country under God.
Now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Dr. Parker and Chief Allen were convinced that Terwilliger's death was accidental. Well, I wasn't. Yet all I had to go on, some talk the Terwilliger place might be put up for sale, meant nothing in itself unless I could find out why. Or perhaps the reason might tie in with the rumors, the gossip that had been mentioned to me. Rumors of what? That Blanche and her husband weren't getting along? As for actual evidence that he was murdered, all I had to go on was that funny little mark behind his ear. I borrowed a flashlight there at the hotel and drove back to the scene of the so-called accident. I went over the ground with a fine-tooth comb. Nothing. Then I went up to the place where the car must have started its skid. I searched the bushes all around, and then... Wait a minute. What under the sun is... And more important, where did it come from? It's much longer than an ordinary. As for the fletching... this thing's been used all right, and recently. And instead of a point, it has the heavy, round stone head.
Who is it? Speak up or I'll shoot.
Oh, that's a nice way to welcome a dinner guest.
Johnny, you had me frightened.
Oh, well, I'm sorry, Blanche.
I saw your flashlight down here and couldn't imagine who it was. And since you hadn't come up to dinner as you promised...
Oh, I was on my way. I hope I'm not too late. Hey, do you always wander around carrying a gun?
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, you'd better take it.
Yeah.
I'm not used to these things, though heaven knows I've seen enough of them.
Your husband's gun collection.
But why'd you stop here, Johnny? What were you doing, and what in the world's that?
Oh, just a... Well, there must have been some Indians around here at one time or another.
Oh, yes. I understand this was great Indian country. But now, Johnny...
Yeah?
My invitation to dinner still stands.
Great. I'm starving. Well, mighty fine dinner, Blanche.
More coffee?
I'm almost embarrassed, though.
Now, why do you say that?
But a chance to be close to someone is, well...
More coffee?
Oh, no, thanks. Not another thing.
Well, then, let's go in by the fire in the library and talk. Johnny.
Yeah?
It's a great comfort to have you here, and I... Thanks.
You don't mind if I hold your hand? Kid stuff, huh?
No, it isn't.
Now, this collection of weapons you were going to show me.
Oh, you have to look at it.
Well, I'd kind of like to.
All right. It's in the library, too.
Okay. You know, Blanche, with your figure... What I meant was you must have been quite the athlete when you were in college.
Now, what brought that on?
Swimming? Tennis? That sort of thing?
Sure, everything. Blanche Ransom, girl athlete.
Pistol team? The way you handled this gun a while ago. Only a person who knows guns has the proper respect for them.
Well, I still don't like them.
Then all things considered, it's better that I keep this one.
What? All things considered?
Your husband had to drive very slowly around that curve, didn't he?
Yes. But I guess he didn't for once, or he wouldn't have...
Slowly enough so that somebody couldn't have missed him with a pea shooter, much less a deadly weapon.
Johnny, what in the world?
Archery was your best event, wasn't it?
Archery?
Yeah. I'm afraid that's why I took your hand.
Johnny.
Calluses like that come from only one thing, using a heavy bow, a hunting bow. This one here on the wall?
Now, Johnny, listen, honestly.
Honey, why did you do it? Why did you do it, Blanche?
I don't know what
With this bow and with the arrow I found out there.
Johnny.
With his flat, round, heavy stone head, just before he reached that curve in the road. Well?
All right, Johnny. But listen, if you knew how long if you knew what I had to... Listen, please.
Murder for a chance on a lousy $1,000,000.
I guess I lost, didn't I?
Oh, yeah. You lost. And according to the law, no person convicted of the murder of the decedent shall be entitled to any portion of the estate, including the insurance. But just don't forget my commission on that amount. Expense account total, including room and board at Emmer's and the trip back to Hartford, $185.60. Doubled. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, G. Stanley Jones, Forrest Lewis, Vic Perrin, and Bart Robinson. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
This is Mr. Ernest L. Whiteman, Providential Assurance Company.
Providential Assurance?
That's right. You've heard of us, of course.
No, sir, I can't say that I have. But what's on your mind, Mr. Whiteman?
Embezzlement.
Don't try it.
What?
Liable to get yourself into a lot of trouble.
I beg your pardon.
I'm sorry. I was just trying to make it funny.
Oh, yes. Yes. Well, now, if you care to look into this for us...
Sure, why not?
Then I suggest you come here to my office and I shall give you the details.
I take it there's a fee here in addition to my expenses?
If you recover the money, something over $200,000, you can practically name your own fee.
Great.
That is up to, say, $5,000.
On a $200,000 loss?
That's right.
Oh, well, then maybe I'd better figure on padding out my expense account.
Now, just a minute.
Oh, stop worrying, Mr. Whiteman.
But if you have any intention of
Just
holding
keep
us
your shirt on. I'll be over to see you.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Talk about best-selling records. Here's a familiar tune about America's best-selling filter cigarette, Winston. Winston gives you real flavor, full, rich tobacco flavor. And you know, that's because only Winston has filter blend up front. Choice, flavorful tobaccos, specially selected and specially processed for filter smoking. No wonder Winston tastes good, like a cigarette should. Smoke Winston.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Providential Assurance Company, Hartford, Connecticut. Now, at this point, I don't know if it's the Home Office or not. Anyhow, following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the Hand of Providential matter. For some reason or other, dealing with a new company usually spells trouble for me. But expense account item one, $1.25 for a taxi to the offices of Providential down on the square. When I say offices, I mean exactly two with a connecting door.
I'm very glad to see you, Mr. Dollar. I'm Ernest L. Whiteman.
Mr. Whiteman?
And this gentleman, Mr. Dollar...
I'm the man that had Ernie Whiteman send for you.
Yes, this is...
Name is Elwood Sprague, Dollar. I'm the owner of this business.
The sole owner, Mr. Sprague?
That's right, son. Providential Assurance is all mine, lock, stock, and barrel.
I see.
Made a lot of money in oil down in Texas. Couldn't find any way to spend it all, so I started this here. So what happens? All I get is more money out of it.
Yeah, well, Mr. Whiteman said something over the phone about an embezzlement.
Exactly. $200,000 that was
Go ahead. Go ahead and tell them all about it, Ernie, my boy. Tell them how it happened.
Well, you see, Mr. Dollar, immediate public acceptance of our company is largely due to the
what
fact
he
that...
means, Dollar, is the reason we sell so many policies is on account of we always pay off any claims real prompt in cash and hard, cold cash.
Exactly. And for that reason
Never question a claim. Just pay it off in cash. That's what we promise, and that's what we do.
And for that reason, Mr. Dollar...
That's why so many people who can't afford much insurance come to us.
Yes, but as a result...
So what happens? Instead of a nice tax loss, there ain't enough claims to fill your hat. All we make is profit.
You mean you've hoped to lose money in this business?
Tax loss, Mr. Dollar. You ever have to pay the taxes on profits from a couple of hundred producing oil wells?
Hardly. But now, Mr. Whiteman, about this embezzlement.
As I started to say, paying off in cash as we do...
That's right. Means keeping a lot of cash on hand.
Oh? Then this embezzlement was of your own money?
Exactly. The money was stolen from us.
You kept that kind of money here in a safe or something?
Well, wouldn't keep it laying around on the floor, would you?
Well, have you any idea who might have taken it?
We most certainly have.
It was Hauser. Tom Hauser. The only one besides Whitey had the combination to the safe.
He also kept the books, Mr. Dollar.
Well, didn't you check his books periodically?
Oh, of course I did. But when I discovered the loss this morning, I also discovered he'd been juggling the accounts.
Well, how long ago did this Tom Hauser work here?
Up until yesterday.
As I told Mr. Sprague, I informed Hauser last night that I planned to check the cash as well as the books this morning.
So what happens? This morning he's gone, and so is the money. Well, Dollar?
When you ask me, this sounds like the most loosely run insurance company.
Mr. Dollar.
How you ever managed to get a license from the insurance commission?
Well, now, that license is something we ain't bothered with yet.
You what?
We gotta make sure we got a business first, don't we?
Are you kidding? Do you realize what the commission will do when they find out about this?
Don't give it a thought, son.
To say nothing of the police?
Your job is to catch that Tom
Now,
Hauser.
look here, Mr. Sprague.
Then, if the insurance commission or the government or anybody says we're doing wrong...
And you can bet they will.
Why, then I'll pay up and get out of this business.
Believe me, it'll cost you a lot more than this $200,000.
Well, sure, maybe a couple million. It'll make a nice tax loss.
Yeah, and you'll probably end up in jail.
Well, now, you let me worry about that. Your job is to get this embezzler. And don't forget, we're paying you $5,000 to do it.
Look, you say it may cost you millions to get out of this mess.
That's right.
And yet you're worried about a couple of $100,000?
Well, now, that's different.
Huh?
That was stolen, son. That was illegal.
Trying to make sense with this man was like trying to reason with a hitching post. I told him I didn't want the case and that I could understand why he'd hesitate about calling in the police. Sure, they'd probably start asking questions. With the only answers he could give them, he'd really be in trouble. I told him that my only duty, as far as I could see, was to notify the commission of this whole operation.
Sure, son. If your conscience hurts you, go ahead and notify him. After you got this money back first.
After?
Well, I don't know much about investigation, but seems to me that with him gone only a few hours, well, if I was you, I wouldn't be wasting any time.
You got a point there.
Sure. And don't you forget that $5,000 that's waiting for you when you bring that money back.
Well, I ask you, what would you have done? And with a fee of $5,000 dangling in front of your eyes? Yeah, that's what I did. I took the case.
Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment.
Higginbotham here. We will now commence our lesson in stereophonic reproduction. Listen to the call of the spotted bill snicker on ordinary stereo. Now then, on a Columbia Stereo 1 phonograph. Obvious difference, what? The Columbia stereophonic system really causes all others to blush, for it is not composed of just a few separated speakers. Columbia is the originator and exclusive purveyor of stereo projection. Only Columbia fills every inch of a room with real, lifelike sound. Now, when I was bird-watching with the Duchess of... But let that pass. You simply must hear the Stereo 1 phonograph by Columbia. Ask your Columbia phonograph dealer for a demonstration. And, chaps, portables are priced as low as $39.95. Consoles commence at $129.95. Lost that bird.
And now, Act two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the Hand of Providential Matter.
Hoping the insurance commission wouldn't hang me if they ever found out I'd taken an assignment from this outfit, I decided to check the last known whereabouts of the embezzler, the bookkeeper who'd stolen some $200,000 from them. After getting his description and his address for Mr. Sprague, I spent item 2, $1.85, for a taxi to a dingy rooming house on the north side of town. At the front door, I was met by a frowsy old maid wearing a rather slovenly blue housecoat. She looked like she'd just gotten out of bed, and her stringy black hair was up in paper curlers.
Special investigator, huh?
That's right. Here, my credentials.
Johnny Dollar, freelance. Well, Mr. Tom Hauser ain't here right now.
I know. Have you any idea where he might be?
I seen him leaving bag and baggage late last night. Guess he's gone on a trip somewheres. I was sitting by the front window having a can of beer before I went to bed, and I seen him get in his car and drive off.
Yeah, well, just let me have the key to his room.
Are you sure that's all right unless you got some kind of a warrant?
Yeah, I'm sure. The key, please.
Well, Ain't had a chance to clean his room up yet today.
Don't do it. Don't touch a thing of his until I tell you to.
Oh, well, now look, dearie.
Just let me have the key. And here. Here's a 5-spot for your trouble.
Oh. Well, now, you're what I'd call a real gent. And here's the key. It's the first apartment on the right, top of the stairs.
Yeah, thanks.
Something wrong, Mr. Dollar? Did Miss Hauser do something he oughtn't have done?
What do you mean? What are you talking about? Hey, I had to come back here, pick up my stuff.
So he isn't here.
Yeah, don't worry about the split. I'll meet you like I said. Yeah, then we'll take care of it. All right. I'm leaving it right away. Neither Johnny Dolan or anybody else will ever... Hey, what? Well, if he does, I'll be ready for him. So come on now, hang up. Let me get out of here. Stop worrying, pal. I can take care of him and anybody else.
Quietly as possible, I slipped the key into the door. I had some difficulty turning it, but finally heard the lock slip. Then I started slowly turning the knob. And then, well, I'm not quite sure exactly what did happen, except the door was suddenly pulled open so quickly that...
Okay, baby. Oh. You want some more? What's the idea hanging around outside? Wait a minute. You must be Dollar. Yeah, Johnny Dollar. Then, baby, I'm gonna make sure you never get up again. Never!
Out of this bottle. Just leave that wet rag laying there on your forehead. It'll make you feel better.
What do you... Oh, holy...
Yeah. You just stay there on the floor until you feel better.
Where'd he go?
Oh, dearie. Who done this to you?
You didn't you see him?
I heard a big noise up here, and when I run up the stairs, he must have heard me and run away. You was just a-laying here bleeding this way.
That window. What's outside that window?
Only the fire escape. Look, dearie.
Yeah?
Busted table lamp. This must have been what...
Don't touch it.
What?
No, I'll wrap it in my handkerchief and...
But who could have come here and done this to you? I can't imagine.
Well, I can. Tom Hauser. Item 3, $1.20 for a cab to police headquarters. Anybody but Sergeant Ed Wilson would have asked a lot of questions that I didn't feel like answering. Ed simply took the lamp, told one of the boys in the lab to check, and if he found any prints on it, to classify them, then send a teletype to Washington. Item 4, $1 even for a cab to my apartment. After a long, cool shower, I felt somewhat better. I just got back into my clothes when the phone rang. Johnny Dollar.
Ed Wilson, Johnny. Those prints on that lamp.
Yeah, Ed.
Thomas Harker, alias Tim Hosker, alias Tommy Hauser, alias just about everything else you can think of. Johnny, that boy is one of the 10 most wanted.
No kidding.
And for everything from safe-cracking to murder. You got any kind of a lead on him?
Only that rooming house where he slugged me.
Then he may be 100 miles away by now.
I wouldn't bank on it. So, Ed.
Yeah?
You'd better put out that good old dragnet.
Oh, don't worry, Johnny. But listen, just remember one thing about him.
Like what?
If that boy thinks you recognize
I didn't
him,
even get a look at him.
maybe he doesn't know that. And if he finds out he didn't kill you, Johnny...
Well?
He'll be back to finish the job.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in a moment. Here's Hollywood star Mona Freeman.
Who feels like acting with a miserable cold? I relieve cold distress the fast way, with 4-way cold tablets.
Yes, tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. Amazing 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains and headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
When a cold strikes, do what I do. Take 4-way cold tablets. It's the fast way to relieve nasty cold distress and feel better quickly.
4-way, only 29 cents.
Now, here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Does dandruff dull your hair, leave scalp itchy? Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo and get rid of unsightly dandruff in 3 minutes. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair, rub in 1 minute. Add water, lather 1 minute. Rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch, unsightly dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Yeah, Ed.
Ed, this is Pat McCracken, Johnny, at Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Oh, sorry, Pat. I thought it was Ed Wilson again.
Sergeant Wilson of police headquarters?
Yeah, and listen, I'm in kind of a hurry.
Oh, then I won't hold you. I was just hoping you'd have time to look into what appears to be a phony insurance company for us.
What? Keep talking.
But if you're already working on a
No,
case...
just go on with what you were saying, Pat.
Well, we got a complaint about some new company here in town that we'd never heard of. Seems they're stalling on the payment of a small claim.
Yeah, sure. In spite of their pledge to pay off promptly and without question.
Yeah.
Also to pay off in cold cash.
Yes, that's right.
Providential Assurance Company.
Well, what do you know about them? Johnny?
Oh, I'm working on a case for them.
Oh, no. Oh, Johnny, don't. I telephoned the commission, to find out who they are and
Yeah,
where
but the
they are.
commission never heard of them.
Exactly. So if I were you, until we can find out whether they're a legitimate outfit, Johnny, I wouldn't touch them.
Hey, tell me, Pat, what'll the commission do?
But they've notified them by mail. They're sending over a committee to investigate, to look at the books and so on.
When?
First of the week, Monday or Tuesday. Why?
Maybe too late.
What?
If that outfit's what I think it is, and if I can do what I think I can.
Johnny.
Well, if I can't collect my fee and expenses from them, maybe I'll send a bill on to you.
What?
After all, I may be doing the whole insurance business a great and glorious service.
Johnny, what are you talking about?
That is, if I don't get killed first.
Listen, Johnny.
I'll see you later. And now the question is, but wait a minute. If Providential is what I think it is, where does Tommy House's theft of $200,000 come in? If he was working for them. Well, why did they call me in? Johnny Dollar. Hello.
This here is Elwood Sprague.
Oh, yeah, Mr. Sprague.
I wasn't sure I'd find you in.
Yeah, I think I can understand that. Or maybe you weren't sure you'd find me around at all anymore.
No, listen, don't get me wrong, Dollar. I want to see you. I got to see you right now.
Yeah, why not? They're at your office?
No.
Well?
My room, here at Guilford. And you'll come alone?
Are you alone, Mr. Sprague?
Yes, Mr. Dollar. Will you come right away?
Yeah, as soon as I can.
Thank you.
That's funny. If he wants to see me, if he is alone, or is this some kind of a trap? No, there was absolute sincerity in his voice. I was sure of it. Yeah, and there was something else, too. Fear. Maybe that was it, fear. Hello?
Johnny, listen, you said you'd been working with the police.
So?
Well, I knew I'd never get anything out of you, so I called them. Listen, if this Elwood Sprague of Providential has anything to do with the beating you took, has he?
Pat, I'm on my way over to see Sprague right now.
Well, I tried calling Providential. He isn't there.
I know.
But if he and that gangster, that Tommy House...
Sorry, Pat, he's waiting for me over at the Guilford.
Johnny...
There was no time to waste. Maybe Hauser was still gunning for me, but if so, well, maybe I wasn't the only one. Item 5, a couple of bucks for a cab to the Guilford Hotel. And there in his room, I found a very different Elwood Sprague than I talked to earlier. And the story that he slowly, nervously unfolded proved to be very interesting.
So maybe I didn't ever make no oil fortune there in Texas. It ain't so easy down there as you might think. But I learned to use my wits and my brains to get along by outsmarting the next man. You see what I mean, Mr. Dollar?
Then those 200 oil wells you were talking about...
Well, it made a good line. It fooled you, didn't it? It even fooled Ernie Whiteman for a while. That's what gave him the idea.
The idea for what, Mr. Sprague?
Well, me to front for this insurance racket. Collect a lot of premiums and then we'd skip town.
Right in the heart of the insurance industry?
Always harder to pick out a bad apple in the barrel for, ain't it?
Oh, brother. So what happened?
That Ernie's a salesman, Johnny. When he got started on the country people around here, the money come rolling in. And when somebody made a claim, we stalled him on it.
How long did you think you could get away with this?
Until the commission got wise to us. Then we'd move out.
The commission was planning to investigate you next week.
I know. Only by that time we'd be out of here.
You and Whiteman and this Tommy Hauser.
Hauser. Ernie brought him in. He said because he had a record, the police would know about him, so he would take the rap if anything went wrong. But then he walks out with all the money last night.
And then you sent for me. Why?
Because Ernie and me go after Hauser, he might have killed us. Ernie didn't want to send for you, but I made him. I held a gun on him.
Oh, real nice people.
Because maybe Hauser didn't know you. Maybe you could nab him and get the money for us. So what if you did get wise to us? What if we should have to cut you in to keep you from blabbing to the law?
You rotten. Do you think everybody in this world is a crook?
Well, at least it was better than leaving Hauser get away with all of it.
It looks to me like he has so far.
But Johnny, now listen.
Oh, I'm listening.
Now Ernie didn't know it. But I heard him on the phone. He was talking to Hauser. He was double-crossing me. They're meeting somewhere to split the money.
Yeah?
And,
well, what else
listen,
could you expect?
Now listen, Johnny. Then they're coming over here to kill me so that I can't talk, you see. That's when I phoned you to come over here.
And you think for 1 minute I'm going to stick my neck out to save that lousy hide of yours?
You got to, Johnny. You got to.
All I got to do is turn you over to the police.
The police?
Or would you rather just sit here and wait for Hauser and Whiteman? Well?
Oh, all right, Johnny.
All right, come on. At least it may keep you from getting shot, which is better than you deserve it. Well?
Ernie.
Back inside, please.
Ernie,
Both of you.
That gun.
That's right. The one that killed Hauser when he tried to hold out on me. The one that's going to kill you, Elwood, for what I heard just now through this door.
Oh, no, Ernie, please. Johnny.
And of course that means you'll have to go with him, Dollar. Now get inside that room.
Pat,
Both of you.
I kind of thought you might be coming over here.
What are you talking about?
After I told you where I was headed. You too, Sergeant.
Sergeant. The police!
That's right. So you'd better drop
Look
that.
out!
You think you're going
Well, Johnny?
Well, thanks, Ed. You too, Pat. Oh, and Ed.
Yeah, Johnny.
Maybe you'd better put a pair of cuffs on Mr. Sprague here. You know, to keep him out of any more trouble.
Oh, I'll go along peaceful.
So the big fat fee that was promised doesn't get paid to me after all. And I'm sure I may as well forget the expense account for a change. But you know something? It doesn't matter. Because the important thing was to have had some small part in wiping out this dirty racket. Me? I feel good. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Our star will return in just a moment.
Constipation is something people don't talk about much, but it can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say.
A laxative should be effective, gentle, as close to natural acting as possible, and a medicine that can be used with complete confidence.
Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is gentle. Next morning, it gives you the closest thing to natural action. And that's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight. Is X-Lax in your medicine cabinet?
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story. Next week, a man who uses government help to promote his one-man crime wave. Join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Edgar Barrier, Junius Matthews, Jerry Hausner, and Lawrence Dobkin. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Coverly speaking.
Next, the nerve-tingling progress of a man hurled into space from Suspense on the CBS Radio Network.
Citizens of Troy, this is Neil Kelleher, the Republican candidate for mayor of Troy. I'm taking this brief opportunity to tell you that a Republican city administration will restore garbage collection and disposal to an efficient level. The Democratic administration, having burned out the municipal incinerator, has now returned to the ancient system of garbage and refuse disposal by depositing it on an open dump. I shall take steps immediately to restore the incinerator and eliminate the threat of stench and smog that will surely be blanketing the northern section of our city as soon as the refuse piles get deep enough and the underground fires begin to burn. I intend also to eliminate the noisy collection of garbage in residential areas in the middle of the night so that Trojans can get their sleep. If you approve of the foregoing proposal, may I suggest that you can assure its becoming a reality by voting Row A all the way Election Day. Thank you.
Johnny Dollar.
This is the Milford Advertising Agency in Denver, Colorado, Mr. Dollar.
Advertising agency?
Mr. Horace W. Milford would like to speak with you. Hold on, please.
Hello, Dollar.
That's right, Mr. Milford.
Yes, can you come out here to Denver to see me right away?
Well, now, look, sir, if you're interested in buying commercial time on my weekly radio program, you'll have to contact CBS Radio in New York.
No, Dollar. This is a purely personal matter that I wish to see you about, that I must see you about.
Well, I'm sorry, Mr. Milford, but unless there's insurance involved...
Well, yes. Yes, there is. The same company that's insured my life.
One of the outfits I work with?
Tri-Western Life Insurance Company?
Yeah, that's one of my clients.
Well, then, please, come out here right away.
Well, I'd better check first with the company and get their authorization to... What was that?
No, by all means, do not contact the insurance company. Not yet.
Well, there's a little matter of my expense account.
That will be taken care of, most adequately.
Okay, whatever you say. Now, what's this all about, Mr. Milford?
Mr. Dollar, here on the phone, I can only tell you it's a matter of preventing...
Yeah? Yes?
Of preventing a murder.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Mr. Horace W. No, to the Tri-Western Life Insurance Company. You'll see why later on. And following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the hired homicide matter. Expense account item 1, $77 plane fare. The big mainliner took off from Bradley Field in Hartford at 8:25 p.m. and set me down at Stapleton Field in Denver at the ungodly hour of 3:35 a.m. Item 2, $5 for a cab into the Brown Palace Hotel, where I added some sleep to the few hours I'd had aboard the plane. Breakfast was item 3, $1.50. And then I walked over to the office of the Milford Advertising Agency on California Street. Horace W. Milford was tall, gray-haired, and with a very dignified bearing. He got to the point immediately, and yet in a kind of roundabout way.
Mr. Dollar, I must emphasize that this whole thing must be completely confidential.
Oh? Well, now that depends.
I will pay you well, very well.
You sound as though there might be something illegal about whatever it is you want me to do.
I can only hope that you can prevent something illegal from happening, something terribly wrong.
You mentioned murder.
I said prevent a murder.
Whose, Mr. Milford? Yours?
I'll be as brief as possible, Mr. Dollar. Time is of the essence. But first, you must know some background.
Right ahead, sir.
Since my wife passed away some years ago, this advertising business and my daughter Claire have been my sole interests in life.
How old is Claire?
She was 27 on her last... now listen, please.
I'm listening.
I built this business by myself. Until 2 years ago, I made all the client contacts, planned the campaigns, wrote the copy. I bought the space and radio time, everything. And then Tony came along.
Tony?
Anthony Ferringer. He's my son-in-law.
And he works for you, Mr. Milford?
Out of pity for a young man who seemed to be struggling to make his way in the world, I gave him a job.
Oh.
And then by way of repaying me, I thought, he brought the Bonar Electronics account to this office.
Bonar Electronics Corporation. Yeah, I've heard of them. Pretty big outfit, I understand.
It means annual billings of some $2 million to us.
That's a sizable advertising account.
Now, the point is, well, he told me later, that his means of getting it were somewhat unorthodox. Unethical is a better word.
No? How do you mean?
He told me that he had something on officers of the Bonar organization, that he'd threatened exposure and ruinous scandal if he weren't permitted to handle their advertising here.
Well, now that doesn't seem possible with a big company.
Thanks largely to my own efforts and ideas, we have established them as one of the most important companies in their field.
Don't ever underestimate the value of advertising, huh?
Yes, to the public as well as to the company.
Yeah. Well, now, Mr.
Once
Milford...
I took over the account, young Tony was content to sit around, collect his salary and a big commission and do nothing. Nothing, that is, but constantly remind me that he had brought the business here.
I see.
But,
now...
Mr. Dollar, Were the account suddenly to go to some other agency, it would ruin me.
Oh, how so?
Buying this building, setting up the organization adequately to service such an account cost me everything I had. I'm not a young man anymore.
Well, is somebody else gunning for Bonar Electronics?
Oh, far worse than that. Mr. Dollar.
Now, wait a minute, please. I'm afraid we've got far away from the subject of murder that you talked
Mr. Dollar,
about.
far worse than his simply falling down on the job is the fact that Tony Ferringer, against my will, mind you, because I knew him well enough not to trust him, courted and eloped with my daughter.
Well, now,
and
Mr.
it wasn't because he loved her, believe me. It was only a further step in a plan to get his hands on this advertising business of mine.
You're sure of that?
He had the nerve, the audacity to say so himself. I can see him now, sitting right there where you are, with a smirk on his face, blandly telling me that now that he'd lost her, he'd have to resort to other tactics.
Oh, wait a minute.
That he'd have to take this important account away from me by opening his own agency, and that I couldn't stop him.
Wait a minute, please. You said lost her. What did you mean by that?
Because of his duplicity, what he'd done to me. Because of the miserable way he treated and tortured her. Claire, my daughter, my only child. Claire took her own life.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh, the shock of it almost killed me, Dollar. Tony Ferringer was bringing my whole life crashing and crushing down upon my head. I hated him. With every fiber of my being, I was beside myself. I could see only one thing left for me to do.
Milford, please,
But
if
then,
you're leading up
then
to what
my
I think
clients
you
at
are.
Bonar came to me 2 days ago, and they told me they realized what had happened and why. And they assured me there was nothing Tony could do or say that would hurt them, and that they would stand by me. Well, that straightened me out, Mr. Dollar. It made me realize that killing Tony, there was no point, no use in it.
Well, I'm glad of that, sir. But then I'm afraid I don't see why you sent for me.
Because it was too late.
What?
Because I had already hired a man, a professional killer.
To murder him?
Yes.
Well, then, good heavens, man, call him off.
I can't.
Sure, get in touch with him and... What do you mean you can't?
There's no possible way for me to reach him, contact him. Until after he's murdered Tony Ferringer.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the hired homicide matter.
Now, wait a minute, Mr. Milford. You mean there's no way to reach this hired killer to call him off, to tell him not to murder Tony Ferringer?
No, none whatever.
But look here, you can't just
Mr.
stand...
Dollar, when the only thing I wanted in life was to see him dead for all the terrible things he did to me and to my daughter, I went about arranging it very carefully.
How?
By means I don't need to go into here, I finally established a contact in the underworld here in Denver. Sort of a stool pigeon, I suppose you'd call him. A man named Eric Blinker.
Yeah?
For a price, Blinker had the killer contact me at my home.
Do you know the name of this killer?
Well, he only told me that if he felt it necessary to phone me or to contact me in any way before the job was done, he would identify himself as Blackie.
Oh, great. Then the only thing you can do is contact this Eric Blinker again.
No.
Tell him to call off Blackie. Have Blackie get in touch with you.
No, Mr.
What do you mean, no?
Eric Blinker's body was found floating down the Platte River yesterday afternoon, just before I called you. Oh, but don't you see, Mr. Dollar? Unless we can somehow contact this Blackie, he'll go ahead with the murder. The murder I arranged. It must not happen.
All right, how much do you know about Blackie? What does he look like?
I don't know.
But you just finished telling me that he called on you to make arrangements for the killing.
He came to my home at night. He insisted on talking to me from outside a window where I couldn't see him. I couldn't see him.
All right, did you give him any money?
$5,000 in cash.
Marked?
Huh?
Marked bills?
No.
Oh, fine.
Well, he said that if any of the money was marked in any way, that he would know about it and that he wouldn't hesitate to kill me.
All right. When was he to do the job?
He would only say by the end of the week.
And this is Friday.
This is Friday.
And you can't give me anything to go on to find this man, Blackie?
Nothing, unless he calls.
Well, if that happens, you don't need me. Mr. Milford.
Yes?
Have you told Tony Ferringer anything of this?
Good heavens, Dollar, you don't know the man. Can't you see what would surely happen if I did? He would bleed me for everything I have. Me, accessory to a plot to murder him. Don't you see what that means?
Yeah, sure I do. And if you were to call in the police, it would be just as... Oh, yeah, Mr. Milford. You've really stuck your neck in a noose.
Somehow you've got to get me out of this.
You? What about Tony? Right guy or wrong, he's the one who's going to be killed.
Well, I meant stop this thing. I don't want his blood on my hands, not anymore. Somehow you've got to stop this killing.
Oh, yeah, sure, great. But how? You got any good ideas? Hey, a phony telegram, something like that.
What?
Yeah, some kind of a message telling Tony to get out of town.
But if it weren't to reach him soon enough, or if he were to disregard it.
If you were to go to the police.
Oh, I'd sooner kill myself. I might as well.
Or contact them. An anonymous warning, maybe.
There is only one place from which Tony Ferringer might expect trouble. From me.
Mr. Milford.
Well...
Oh, I don't know. So help me, I don't know. I'm not even sure you deserve help after what you've done.
I beg you, Mr. Dollar.
Hey, you told me on the phone there's insurance involved in all this.
Well, when he first came with me, Tony had his life insured. He named some distant relative as the beneficiary.
Through Tri-Western Life?
Yes. But he didn't even name Claire in it when he married her.
Yeah, well, that's beside the point now.
Do you have an idea, Mr. Dollar? Is some way...
No. I was just thinking it's not only your neck I've got to look out for now, but I got to keep the insurance company from having to pay off on Tony.
Well, you could watch over him.
Oh, yeah, sure. Sit on his lap for 24 hours a day without his knowing it? Where is he now?
I don't know.
Well, where does he live?
Well, then you will watch over him.
We'll see. Scribble down his address and phone number for me.
Oh, yes, of course. He lives at 425.
Now, what does he look like?
About the same height and weight that you are. Here.
Very good. 425.
But his hair and complexion are somewhat different. Tony!
That's right, Papa. And who are you, mister?
I take it you're Tony Ferringer.
That's right.
Oh, Tony!
Oh, listen, you old fool. I just found out you spoiled my chances of starting my own agency. That you conned Bonar Electronics into staying with you.
No, it's because you lied to me about the way you got us that account.
Oh,
but
so
Tony,
you finally caught on.
Tony, will you listen to me?
You listen to me. I'm not going to let you get away with this.
Please, Tony.
Or maybe you will. Maybe I can't stop you. But believe me, you're going to pay me plenty.
Tony, will you
How?
please
Why? I haven't figured it out yet. But you'll pay me, Papa. Just remember that.
Wait. Oh, dear. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Just keep your shirt on, Mr. Milford. Yeah.
What?
Yeah. And wish me luck. Item 2, $5 for a taxi that followed Tony Ferringer's car to a residential section east of town. And sure enough, he pulled up in front of his own home. Maybe the wild, the crazy idea that I'd suddenly got back there in the office would work. Driver.
Yeah?
End of the line. Pull around this corner and stop. All right, here's a 5 spot. Stick around for a while. Instead of walking up to Tony's front door, I sneaked around to the back, half hidden by a hedge at the side. I hoped that none of the neighbors would see me, raise a fuss, or report me as a prowler. I rang the buzzer at the back door, then stood aside, flat against the wall, so that whoever opened it wouldn't see me. I hoped.
Yes? Yes? Hello, somebody ring this door buzzer?
Yeah. And now if the rest of this wild plan works out, in you go, Tony.
And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
After wasting some fine Scotch whiskey, pouring it on Tony Ferringer's clothes, item 3 was another 5 to the cabbie for helping me haul my apparently drunken friend to a cheap rooming house over on the other side of town. A place run by a frowsy old dame who called herself Ma Letcher.
Sure, mister. Just carry him up and let him sleep it off in this room here at the top of the stairs. Here, I'll open it up for you.
Yeah, thanks.
You ask me, somebody must have hit him with a bottle. Here you are. Well, you can lay him onto the bed. This room will cost you $1.50, though.
All right, here's a 5 spot.
Well, thanks. And who'll I tell him?
And here's another for telling him a taxi driver brought him in here. Somebody you never saw before.
Oh, don't worry. I know how to keep my mouth shut when I get paid for it. Paid good, that is.
Okay, I'll make it 10 here.
Well, mister, you ain't got a worry in the world.
Want to bet? Item 4, $1.10 for another cab back to Tony Ferringer's house. Again, hoping none of the neighbors would see me, I let myself in the back door with a key I'd taken out of his pocket. I figured all I could do now was sit around and wait until the killer showed up. But as I walked through the doorway into the living room...
Just hold it. And don't turn around, mister. Hands up high.
Blackie?
That's right, Blackie. Well, carrying a gun, huh? No, don't turn around. Just walk over to that bench now and sit down. The piano bench. There, in front of you.
Now, look, if you think I'm Tony Ferringer...
Sit down. Now, keep facing that way.
Well, I suppose I haven't got much choice.
I know you're not Tony, but you know who I am. That means you know what I was hired for. That means you know too much.
All right, now listen, Blackie.
Face front. I was afraid Eric Blinker might talk, but I didn't dump him in the river soon enough. And listen.
I'm listening.
You think I won't get Tony? Well, you're wrong. I saw you take him into that crummy rooming house. I saw what you did to him, too. He won't be moving out of there for a while. That means I have plenty of time.
Hey, Blackie,
so,
listen.
mister, I hate to do a killing without getting paid for it. But as long as you know so much, well, I'm afraid you don't give me much choice, do you?
Are you talking for your own amusement?
I'm giving you a chance to say your prayers, if you still know how.
Hey, Blackie, look,
Face
we can...
front.
Well, what difference does it make?
What?
If I should see you, I mean. If you're going to kill me...
Let's just say I prefer it this way. Are you ready?
Are you kidding? You think you're going to get away with this?
I'm absolutely sure of it. And I asked you,
Do you think I'd come here looking for you without taking precautions?
I think you've said enough. Now, do you feel this gun in the back of your head?
I could tell by his voice that he stood directly behind me. I put my right heel tightly against the leg of the piano bench. And then as I felt the cold muzzle of his gun against the back of my head, I suddenly dropped to the floor, kicking the bench against his legs. Well, Blackie, I'm afraid your rather unique career has finally come to an end.
Listen, if you...
Down, boy, down! Nailing Blackie for the murder of Eric the Stoolie made it easy for me to keep Mr. Milford out of the picture completely. Nor did Blackie talk. Some code in the underworld, I guess. As for the expense account, well, in view of the fee that was handed to me, you can forget it. Tony Ferringer, incidentally, never did quite know what happened to him. Now, will somebody please give me a nice, clean case to work on? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Marvin Miller, Lawrence Dobkin, and Russell Thorson. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is Dan Cumberly speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
30 days had September,
April, June, and November. All the rest have 31?
Except...
Okay, except so. Today is February 27th, so this month we get cheated at a couple of days or two. So what, and who are you?
Oh, now, Johnny, after all these years?
Oh, sure.
Sure.
Pat McCracken, Johnny, Universal Adjustment Bureau.
Right, and I... Hey, you mean I sound like that over the phone?
Yeah, just like one of the pallbearers at your own funeral, Pat.
Okay, let's get down to business.
Yeah, why not? But what's the worry about February being a little short on days this year? And every year?
Plenty, because of something that happened almost 6 years ago. A case that even the famous Johnny Dollar couldn't solve.
Oh, look, if you ever start adding up all the cases I haven't solved. Hey, wait a minute, 6 years ago?
That's right.
Bernard Margot.
That's right.
Barney the Bum.
Yep, the cheap hoodlum who died when he jumped off the Triborough Bridge in New York back there in
Hold it, Pat. You know as well as I do that whole thing was a phony so that big Mike Killian could collect Barney's $300,000 insurance, remember?
Well, I seem to remember you spending a few thousand of the company's money trying to prove that. But I also remember you didn't even get to first base.
Because I couldn't find Barney, couldn't find where he'd skip to.
But if you could now, before the 1st of March, you'd save the company that $300,000.
Pat, you mean you got a lead on him?
Maybe. Want to come over here and talk about it?
Brother, I sure do.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos, corn chips. It's not polite to smack your lips, but you can't help it with Fritos, corn chips. Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos, corn chips.
Next time you want something to munch on, try Fritos. They're so crisp, so tasty, so good. You'll see right away why we say Fritos are the corn chips made to munch. Fill a big bowl with Fritos next time you settle down to watch your favorite TV program. Boy, there's contentment in every munch.
Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos, corn chips.
Fritos are golden chips of corn, as nutritious as they are delicious. So full of good, crisp flavor, such good-for-you nourishment. They're the ideal snack for grown-ups and children alike. Get a bag of Fritos corn chips today and munch a bunch. Fritos, Fritos corn chips.
Munch, munch, munch a bunch of Fritos, corn chips.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to the Universal Adjustment Bureau, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the look before the leap matter. Barney Margot, Barney the Bum, a strong arm for Big Mike Killian, and his case had made me look like a fool. So, expense account item one, $1.25 for a cab to Pat McCracken's office.
This is one you'd really like to clean up, isn't it, Johnny? Sit down.
Pat, Eastern Trust and Insurance were crazy in the first place when they issued a big policy on that cheap mobster.
I know.
When they let him name Big Mike Killian as the beneficiary. Well, anybody with half a brain should have known something was wrong with it.
I know, Johnny.
And then to top it all by waving the suicide clause.
I know. The minute we found out about it, we asked them to cancel it, but we were too late. Barney Margot had apparently jumped off the bridge. And neither you nor the police nor anybody else at that time could prove that he hadn't.
And just because some of Barney's clothes were found in the water, because of that phony suicide note he left on the bridge.
Don't forget the witness, Johnny, the girl who saw him alone out there on the bridge before he disappeared.
Yeah, I
who
remember.
also saw something, presumably his body, topple off into the water.
Mady Prescott was in
Yeah,
there.
that's the one. And since Barney had been seen going onto the bridge but didn't show up after what she saw...
So they took Big Mike Killian's word for it that Barney made the leap.
That's right.
Whereupon Big Mike immediately claimed the insurance.
However, Johnny, Killian has not been paid that $300,000, nor will he be if you can produce Barney Margot in time.
Yeah, but how much time?
Well, according to the final decision of the courts, while we were fighting this payment, unless he's picked up before March 1st...
Oh, are you kidding, Pat? Today is the 27th of February, and
Yes.
according to that little rhyme you tried to charm me with over the phone,
Yes.
tomorrow is the last
Johnny,
possible chance.
Johnny, will you listen?
Yeah, well...
The girl, that Mady Prescott, just came back from Paris.
Paris? Well, what's that got to do
She
with it?
made a report to the police, and they passed it on to us. She says that only a few weeks ago, right there in Paris, she saw Bernard Margot.
Oh? Oh.
Yeah. Thanks thanks to all the international red tape involved, there's no way we can possibly get him back here in time.
Well, even so...
What's more, all the proof in the world that he's still alive is no good unless he himself is brought back to New York.
Oh, now, wait.
Well, that was the decision of the courts. That's the way it stands.
Oh, great.
But, Johnny, if you somehow, and believe me, not only I, but the police will close their eyes to whatever method you might have to use, if you could somehow get him back here in time, well, I'm thinking about a $10,000 fee in addition to your expense account if you produce him. Nothing, of course, if you don't.
Before March 1st? It's impossible.
Yes, I know.
So, Pat, I'm going to try.
Are you smoking more now, but enjoying it less? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. Are you looking for flavor and mildness? Have a real cigarette, have a Camel. The best tobacco makes the very best smoke. Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette, have a Camel.
If you're smoking more today, but enjoying it less, try Camels. The Camel blend of costly Turkish and domestic tobaccos has never been equaled for rich flavor, easygoing mildness, real smoking satisfaction every time you light up. The best tobacco makes the best smoke.
Have a real cigarette, a real cigarette, a real cigarette, have a Camel.
And now, Act Two of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, and the look before the leap matter.
Item 2, 1050, taxi, a train to New York and a cab to the 10th floor apartment of Miss Mady Prescott.
I know, Mr. Dollar. My testimony that I'd seen him on the bridge and that I'd seen him drop off into the
Well,
water...
that testimony, Miss Prescott, may cost the insurance company $300,000 unless I can produce Barney Margot before March 1st.
Before March 1st?
Yeah, and you say that you saw him in Paris.
At an antique shop, run by a Monsieur Dubuisson.
Dubuisson?
What?
Nothing. Go on.
Well, I was startled, to say the least. But I'm certain it was he. Absolutely sure of it.
Well, you were also pretty certain you'd seen him go off that bridge.
I know, but I must have been wrong at that time.
So you could also be wrong now.
I know.
But it's the only thing I have to go on. And you know, since you mentioned that name Dubuisson... Well, thanks very much, Miss Prescott. Dubuisson's a fence. They're in Paris. Exactly the sort of character Barney the Bum might tie up with. Perhaps even as a contact for Big Mike Killian. As I stepped into the self-service elevator to get back to the street, I wondered. But I didn't wonder for long about anything.
Okay, Jimmy, push that stop button.
Yeah, sure, Milford.
Between floors.
Yeah.
All right, what's the idea?
Johnny Dollar, huh?
Maybe.
So there's only one reason you'd be calling on the Prescott date.
What of it?
Big Mike didn't like you interfering when poor Barney died. He don't like it now.
Oh, well, that's just too bad.
In fact, he don't like you. Now, Jimmy, come
No!
Yeah. Now, James, leave us dump this stiff in the basement.
It was the building superintendent who found me there in the basement, got me back on my feet again. Item 3, 10 cents for a call to one of the transatlantic airlines. Item 4, $31 for a cablegram. Then item 5, $1 for a cab to the 18th Precinct headquarters, my old pal Randy Singer.
Sure, Johnny. A couple of Big Mike Killian's boys. Must have been. You want me to have them picked up?
No.
Only I warn you, Killian will have an alibi for him, sure as gun.
Don't worry about him. I'll take care of that pair myself.
Well, now, Johnny.
And, Randy, all I ask is that you stand by until I get back here from Paris.
Paris?
Somehow I got to perform a miracle. I got to bring Barney Margot back here before March 1st. Today's the 27th. That means I have until midnight tomorrow night. So long, Randy.
Johnny, wait a minute.
Sorry, but every second counts, and I just have time to catch a plane.
Hey, Johnny, listen.
So long, baby, and wish me luck. I'm going to need it.
Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar, in just a moment.
Meet star Stuart Irwin.
Nothing's worse for an actor than a nasty cold. To feel better quickly, I take wonderful 4-way cold tablets. The fast way to relieve cold distress.
Right. Tests of all the leading cold tablets proved 4-way fastest acting. 4-way starts in minutes to relieve muscular pains, headache, reduce fever, calm upset stomach, also overcomes irregularity.
Take my advice. For your next cold, take 4-way cold tablets. The fast way to relieve those cold miseries.
4-way, only 29 cents.
And now here's a word about another fine product of Grove Laboratories. Does dandruff dull your hair, leave scalp itchy? Get Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo and get rid of unsightly dandruff in 3 minutes. 3 minutes with Fitch regularly is guaranteed to keep embarrassing dandruff away forever. Apply Fitch before wetting hair. Rub in 1 minute. Add water. Lather 1 minute. Rinse 1 minute. Every trace of dandruff goes down the drain. 3 minutes with Fitch. Unsightly dandruff's gone. Fitch can also leave your hair up to 35% brighter. Fitch Dandruff Remover Shampoo. And now, Act 3 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Item 6, $420 for a plane ticket to Paris. When we landed at Orly, I put in a call to Louis Dumassac, who calls himself a Chagris. If anyone in all of Paris knows the underworld, believe me, it's the Gray Cat. But I got no answer. Item 7, then, $2 American for a cab to the so-called antique shop of Francois Dubuisson. It was there that Matey Prescott swore she'd seen Barney Margot. I knew better than to expect any real help from him, but he was my only chance and time was running out.
Ah, bonjour, monsieur. Qu'est-ce que vous devez... Ah, Monsieur Johnny Dollar, the meddling American.
That's right, Dubuisson.
And to what does the fair city of Paris owe the honor of your presence, eh?
Bernard Margot.
Margot?
That's right. I want to know where he is, where I can find him.
Now, by what could you possibly think I might know this Bernard Margot?
Oh, look, don't start beating about the bush.
And do you think that I would tell you anything of him if I did?
Now, look, Dubuisson.
I have not forget the trouble you have made for me when you last come here. No. Maurice! Monsieur?
Oh, no, you don't. Just stay where you are, Maurice.
Pardon? Monsieur Dollar.
I suppose this gorilla's your bodyguard?
Not at all.
Well, if he tries to get rough, or you try any tricks to us...
You are a smart man, Monsieur Dollar, but also a fool.
Yeah?
Maurice, you have my permission to leave now to arrange the funeral of your friend.
Ah, bien.
You see, your alarm was for nothing.
Okay. But now, about this Barney Margot.
I told you I knew nothing of him. And even if I did, do you forget, monsieur, that you have no no authority here in France?
Now, you listen.
In other words, why do you waste your time when you know that all you will learn from me is nothing?
Threats, even the promise of a bribe got me nowhere. So I left him, and again I put in a call to Louis Dumassac, my underworld contact. This time the line was busy, at least it meant he was home. So item 8, $3.20 American for a cab to the dingy little apartment at the far end of the Rue de Pas de la Mule. It's one of the most disreputable-looking buildings in the whole city. Dirty, squalid, falling apart at the seams. And, of course, Le Chagris had to live at the top of 4 long flights. When I finally got up there, feeling slightly winded, I noticed that his door at the end of the gaslit hallway was half open. And I could see him inside, lying on the floor, the telephone dangling beside him. Hey, Louis. Dumassac.
Ah.
Huh?
Bien.
Maurice.
Vous, monsieur. Oh.
Hello, I'm Burgess Meredith. Did you know there are over 3 million persons in America who are hard of hearing and not doing anything about it? Maybe you or some member of your family is hard of hearing. Well, fortunately, I've never had this problem. Some of my friends and family have. Now, a few years ago, your excuse might have been that you didn't want to wear a bulky hearing aid. But today, it's a different story. I've just seen the new Super 60 hearing glasses developed by Mako Electronics. If I hadn't known they were hearing glasses, I would have guessed them to be regular eyeglasses. It's a wonderful way for any hard of hearing person to conceal a hearing loss. There are styles for both men and women. For an interesting free booklet on hearing glasses for yourself or a friend, stop in at Mako or write to Hearing Glasses, CBS, 485 Madison Avenue, New York. Don't wait until your hearing gets worse. It may be too late. Send for your booklet today. Write CBS, 485 Madison Avenue, New York.
And now, Act 4 of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Only my sudden arrival had kept Maurice from killing Louis de Marsac. It got me that clout on the head. But Maurice was gone now. After working over Louis for a few minutes, pouring some cognac into him, he finally came around.
Oh, Monsieur Dollar.
Yeah, that's the stuff, Louis. Just let me help you up here on this couch.
Oh, but so much pain.
Yeah, you really got it, brother.
Only for you, my oldest, my dearest friend, would I suffer so?
Yeah, here, take another slug of this.
No, alas. Even that will not mend my broken head.
Would a couple of $100 American help?
Eh? Oh?
Did you get my cablegram?
Oh, oui. And I found him for you.
Barney? Where?
It is worth perhaps $500.
$300.
But, Monsieur...
Okay, $350. Where is he?
But if Monsieur Dubuisson finds out that it was I who took care of Barney Margot...
He already knows that I'm here. That's why he sent that Maurice character to arrange for a funeral.
Funeral?
And he was talking about your funeral. But now, wait. You say you've taken care of Barney the Bum?
It would perhaps be worth a little extra if I were to have him all tied up and waiting for you.
What? Listen, if you can actually deliver him to me, I'll give you $1,000 right now.
But I can, Monsieur.
Where is he?
And perhaps 2,000 if I've arranged a way to get you both out of the country, back to the United States, without anybody knowing about it.
Yeah, 2,000. I'll cable it to you if I can get him back to the States before midnight tonight.
Oh, before midnight, you say?
New York time.
Well, we can try, Monsieur.
Good. Now let's get going.
But first, perhaps I'd better accept the 1,000 just in case.
All right. All or nothing. $2,500 if I make it.
Then come. First, we get Barney out of the closet here.
Out of this closet here in your room?
But of course.
Well, I'll be.
And then we drive to the airfield where the plane is waiting for you.
Believe me, we'd never have gotten away with a thing like this back in the States, or anywhere else I can think of, or without the help of the Chagris. After making sure that Barney was securely bound and gagged, we piled him into a car that de Marsac said was his, only I doubt it. We headed westward through Versailles to the city of... Well, maybe for diplomatic reasons, I better not mention the name of it. Anyhow, their little airport was an old amphibian plane waiting for us. This time it was the pilot I had to haggle with, $7,000 for the trip. But there were $300,000 at stake. Item 9 for a transatlantic call to Randy Singer in New York.
No, listen, Johnny, this is too wild, too crazy.
You got the ID for this plane? You've written it down?
Sure I have, but Johnny...
And all you have to do is get us a clearance to land, if we make it.
You're out of your mind. This stunt could cause an international incident that even the United Nations couldn't...
You want Barney the Bum, don't you?
Well, of course we do.
Then I'll lay him right in your lap if you'll hang up the phone so that we can make our takeoff.
Johnny, listen to me.
Randy, I haven't got any more time to talk, because if I don't get Barney back there before midnight tonight...
No, Johnny, no, listen...
See you in New York. I hope. Oh, that plane trip was something I'll never forget. Sure, on the ground, the big amphibian looked pretty good. But up in the air, it shuddered and shook like the old crate it really was. And I wondered if she had enough gas aboard. What sort of double talk the pilot used to keep us from being ordered down, I'll never know. Any second, I expected a bunch of fighter planes to start buzzing us. But somehow we made it. And Randy, bless his heart, and I don't know how he did it, Randy got us a clearance to land. Matter of fact, he even had an escort waiting for us to haul Barney off to the clink and take me back to the office at headquarters. Yeah, by some miracle, it all worked out. Except for one thing.
But so help me, Johnny, if you ever again try to pull a thing like... falling asleep again, huh? Just like you did all the way in from the airport. Well, I can't say that I blame you. Mission accomplished, all that sort of stuff.
Mission accomplished,
Huh?
Did you happen to notice what time it was when we sat down at the airport?
Sure, right after midnight, 12:07.
Just exactly 7 minutes too late.
Too late?
Ruling in the courts, don't you get
Johnny.
it, Randy? In order to save the company paying off that 300,000 clams, I had to get him back here before midnight. Last night, February 28th, before the 1st of March.
Oh, no,
so
wait.
the fortune I've run up in expenses has to come out of my own pocket.
Johnny!
And I thought I was going to make myself a cool $10,000 fee.
Listen!
You were right, Randy. I should have known better. It was crazy. The whole idea was completely crazy right from the beginning.
Johnny, will you listen to
if
me?
I had any sense, I'd blow my brains out 7 minutes after midnight.
That's right, February 28th. So you've forgotten just one little thing.
Yeah.
This just happens to be 1960.
So what? I had to get that punk back here before the 1st of...
Yeah, leap year.
Randy.
That's right. So today just happens to be the day before the 1st of March, February 29th.
Oh, no. You mean I made it after all? You mean I... Oh, no.
It's a fact, Johnny. Fact.
You know something? I should have blown my brains out for forgetting that extra day this month, this year. But instead, I'll just take that $10,000 in fees. As for the expense account, hold your hat. $9,571. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Our star will return in just a moment.
Constipation is something people don't talk about much, but it can be a problem for anyone, even doctors. And when constipation occurs, it's interesting to see just what doctors consider important about a laxative they might use or recommend. Well, a majority of the doctors we heard from had this to say.
A laxative should be effective, gentle, as close to natural acting as possible, and a medicine that can be used with complete confidence.
Now, X-Lax has been popular with many doctors and millions of people over the years because pleasant-tasting chocolated X-Lax is effective. Overnight, it helps you toward your normal regularity. X-Lax is gentle. Next morning, it gives you the closest thing to natural action. And that's why many doctors and millions of people use X-Lax with complete confidence. X-Lax, the laxative that helps you toward your normal regularity gently, overnight. Is X-Lax in your medicine cabinet?
Now, here's our star with something to think about. On account of its Brotherhood Week, Johnny?
John, it's a thought for this week and every week, and it's simply this. In my job, I run across all sorts of people, both the right guys and the wrong ones. And this much I'm sure of. A crook is a crook in any place, in any language. He's just no good. But an honest man, a man who respects the law and the rights of his fellow humans, regardless of his hue, his origin, or his accent, well, believe me, that one is yours truly with Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Lawrence Dobkin, Forrest Lewis, Frank Gerstle, Herb Vigran, and Tony Barrett. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
Listen next to Suspense on the CBS Radio Network.
Hiya, folks. Jimmy Durante, in person. And I'd like to tell you about some of the things that's close to my heart.
Well, Jimmy, I'm sure one thing that's close to everybody's heart is the Heart Fund. And that's especially true today, Heart Sunday.
Hey, that voice sounds very familiar.
Well, it should, Jimmy. It's me, Gary Moore.
That's who that is, Junior.
Yeah, I thought I'd help you tell the folks how important Heart Sunday is.
Everybody wants to get into the act.
Well, I certainly hope you're right, Schnoz. We want everybody to get into the act to help fight our nation's #1 health enemy, heart disease. And the best way to do that is by supporting the Heart Fund, our #1 defense. You planned to say something like that, didn't you, Jimmy?
I did indeed.
So, friends, when your Heart Fund volunteer calls on you today, Heart Sunday, remember your dollars will help our scientists develop new and better ways to safeguard healthy hearts and save those that are already afflicted.
Come on, folks. Dig deep for your contributions to the Heart Fund.
Believe me, it'll do your heart good, too.
Radio 59, WROW, with the news service unmatched in the Tri-Cities.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, listen. I've just looked up the plane schedule.
Huh?
Yes. Now listen. If you hop into your car and drive on out to Bradley Field, you can just make the plane to New York.
New York? At this ungodly hour?
Listen, will you? It'll get you there just in time to catch the morning 707 out here to the
Whoa,
coast.
whoa, whoa, whoa. Hold everything, will you?
Get going, will you, Johnny, while this thing is still hot?
Wait a minute, I tell you. Who are you? What's this all about?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Art Bascom, Western Life and Trust Insurance here in Los Angeles.
Arthur, in the middle of the night.
It's morning. And, Johnny, you've got to make that jet flight out of New York. Leaves here at 8:45.
Why do I?
Because this may be a case of murder.
Yeah, what may be a case of murder?
Johnny.
Make some sense, will you?
Hurry up or you'll miss that plane.
Art, hello. Okay, here we go again.
CBS Radio brings you Bob Bailey in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
And now, Act One of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Dollar to the Western Life and Trust Insurance Company, Los Angeles office. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the fatal switch matter. Expense account item 1, $8 for the flight to New York. Item 2, $176.25, the jet flight to Los Angeles. It was shortly after 11 a.m. Pacific time when Art Bascom met me at the L.A. International Airport. We took off in his car and headed south.
Balboa, Johnny. It's about 50 miles down the coast. Very successful. Based on Freebairn's exclusive rights to the patent on a radio control device. Issuing rights, that is.
Uh-huh.
Big government order, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I see. All right, now tell me what's happened.
Well, Freebairn's partner, so to speak, is the man who invented this device, who owns the patent. A young bachelor by the name of Edgar Porter.
And?
Johnny, it seems that Porter took the cruiser out for a trip yesterday morning.
Yeah?
Last evening, Mr. Freebairn thought he'd call him by radio. You know, just to find out where he was, make sure he was all right.
Uh-huh. Couldn't raise him?
No, he contacted him without any trouble. But then, in the middle of their conversation, suddenly, well, Johnny, from what Porter said, his last words over the radio.
Yeah?
Well, it looks as though somebody killed him.
Where's the cruiser now, Art?
Somewhere out in the Pacific. The Coast Guard's trying to find it.
Well, then he hadn't given Freebairn his position.
No. I guess he didn't have time before whatever it was killed him.
Uh-huh. Who else was on board the boat with this man, Porter?
That's the first thing I asked Mr. Freebairn when he phoned me.
Well?
No one.
Huh?
Not even any other boats around. Porter and that cruiser were out there alone. Yet, judging by what he said, someone somehow managed to kill him.
Who said?
Porter himself.
Well, how do you know what he said?
Lester Freebairn told me. He and his wife were talking with Porter by radio when it happened.
Oh, well, then you only have his word for what Porter may have said.
Also, Johnny, Freebairn was making a tape recording of their conversation.
Oh, I wonder why.
I don't know. But he told me over the phone that he has that recording.
And you're sure that Porter was alone out there?
That's what he told Freebairn.
But if he was murdered...
I know. It doesn't make sense.
Brother, it sure doesn't. Let's get on down there to Balboa. The Freebairn home on Newport Bay was small compared to some of those around it, but nice nevertheless. A speedboat was tied up at the dock, but there was no sign of the cruiser. Lester Freebairn was a man of 57 or 8, I'd say, but right now he looked a lot older than it. His wife, considerably younger, was quite a dish. A tall, statuesque redhead. She wore an expensive silk housecoat with an ermine collar. A real careful makeup job, too. Her eyes especially were, let's say she knew how to use them. And Art Bascom had said that Edgar Porter was a young bachelor.
Sit down, gentlemen. Sit down.
Yeah, sure.
And, Marilyn, will you bring me another cup of coffee?
Why, of course.
Perhaps Mr. Dollar and Mr. Bascom would like a drink.
No, thanks. You can pass me.
No, thanks, Mr. Peavy.
Excuse me, gentlemen.
I just talked to the Coast Guard again. We've got planes and boats, even a helicopter out there looking for the Leslin, the cruiser. No sign of her.
Mr. Freebairn, Art tells me you're certain that your partner, Edgar Porter, was alone out there on that yacht.
Because he told me that he was. Now, let me play the tape recording of our brief radio conversation with him.
By all means.
Just give this thing a few seconds to warm up.
How'd you happen to record your conversation with him?
I just made some modifications in this machine, and I thought I'd check it out. I'm so glad now I did.
Oh. Well, that's a make I don't think I've ever seen before.
Oh, I made it myself, Dollar. Like this receiver here, the transmitter. Make all these things myself. That's the reason I'm in the business I am.
And it's a lot better than that old chemical plant he started out with. Here you are, darling.
Thank you, my dear. Now, let's start the tape. You'll hear both our voices on it, Mr. Dollar. Listen.
Lester, you would spoil my little trip by calling me up this way.
Just wanted to see how you're doing, boy. Is everything okay?
Okay, it's great. I'm having myself a ball out here.
Hello, Edgar.
Hi, Marilyn.
What's your position, Ed?
Oh, 50, 60 miles out. And believe me, it's great to be away from people and things for a change.
You're all alone?
Nobody within miles.
Oh, you're sure of that?
Why, of course I am.
Not even a girlfriend along?
Nah, you know better than that, Marilyn. Nope, there isn't even another boat in sight. Hey, it's kind of chilly out here.
Edgar, put on the cabin heater, the gas heater.
I put it on just a minute ago.
Good. Only, Ed, be sure the ceiling vent is wide open.
Oh, yes, Edgar. Be careful.
Now, don't worry. I know this old tub just as...
What?
No. You wouldn't do it. Good heavens, man, you can't do this to... No.
Edgar, hello.
Johnny, that was a pistol shot.
Yeah, that's all there was to the recording?
That's all, Dollar. We kept trying to call him back, but got no answer.
But he said he was certain he was all alone.
Yes. Well, Dollar?
Impossible, huh?
Impossible.
Except for one thing.
Yes?
The fact it happened. One thing is sure, Mr. Freebairn, there isn't much we can do until the Coast Guard locates that cruiser of yours.
They've promised to call the minute they do.
Johnny.
Yes, Mrs. Freebairn.
Oh, it's Marilyn. If you don't mind.
Oh, sure. No, I don't mind. Well?
Edgar said he'd already put on the gas heater there in the cabin.
Why, yes. And the cabin on the Leslin is rather small. Carbon monoxide would build up in a matter of minutes.
Yeah, but he said he just turned it on.
Nevertheless...
He also said he knew that boat as well as you do, which means he knew to be careful of that heater.
Well, we all get careless now and then.
Also his last words, good heavens, man, you can't do this. Now, who's the man he was talking to?
It doesn't make sense, Johnny, because he swore he was alone out there.
Yeah, but was he?
Oh, Edgar was so painfully honest, even about little things. If he said he was alone, he was. Or at least he believed that he was.
Well, if somebody had come out of some hiding place to threaten him, wouldn't he have identified him by name, at least for your benefit?
Hiding place?
Well, don't forget, he knew that you were hearing every word he said.
Yes, of course. But as for anyone hiding there on the boat, no, it's impossible. Edgar was too meticulous. He would have checked over every inch of that cruiser before setting out.
Now, you're sure of that, huh?
Oh, when we'd all planned to go out together, it used to drive us to near distraction, having to wait for Edgar to inspect every line, every locker, even the engine box, every nook and cranny.
Could somebody have got aboard after he left the harbor?
Without his knowing it? No, never.
What about that shot, just as he was cut off?
Yeah, I wonder. You know about radio equipment, Mr. Freebairn?
And I know what you're thinking, Dollar. Yes, it's quite possible that was simply some connection breaking when he fell against the transmitter.
Or it may have been a shot.
By whom? Suicide?
Edgar? Oh, never, Johnny.
You sound pretty sure of that.
Oh, I agree with the Dollar. Edgar had too much to live for. His invention's about to make him millions, thanks to what I've been able to do with it.
Well, then this radio control device will do all right by you, too, won't it?
Of course it will. Now, just a minute. What do you mean to imply by that?
Incidentally, Art.
Yes, John.
Just what's the insurance angle on this thing?
Oh, I thought you understood. There's a partnership policy between Edgar and Mr. Freeburn.
Survivor of the two becomes the beneficiary?
Yes.
For good heavens, do you think money would ever compensate for the loss of a man, a friend like Edgar?
What's the face value?
$225,000.
Oh,
No, dollars.
Hey, tell me, if Edgar is dead, Mr. Freeburn, do all rights to this patent revert to you?
Yes. After all, I'm the one who... Now, look here, young man.
Yes, Johnny.
Well, just take it easy now. Oh, and there's one thing I forgot to ask you.
Well?
How did you get to know Ed Porter?
There's no secret about it. Marilyn met him at some yacht club affair, persuaded him to bring the radio control to me.
Oh, and there's another thing I forgot to ask.
Yes, what's that?
Who is your contact over at the Coast Guard?
A man by the name of Adam Patrick.
Huh? Pat?
Why do you say it that way, Johnny?
Well, he's an old friend of mine. Gave me a hand when I was out here on the Ellen Deer matter.
Ellen Deer?
Yeah, name of a big yacht that was being used for smuggling stuff up from Mexico, narcotics and stuff.
Well, certainly you don't think our cruiser was being used for... I don't see the connection.
All right, let me use your car.
Of course, Johnny. Here are the keys.
Good, thanks.
Where are you going?
Well, instead of waiting for Pat to call here, I think I'll run over and see him.
I think you're right, Dollar. Why don't we all go on over there? We can get any news of the Leslin and Edgar firsthand.
No, thanks. I'll go alone.
May I ask why?
Because I've suddenly got me a handful of ideas about this whole affair.
Oh, Johnny? Like what?
I never was very good at mathematics.
Mathematics?
If I can get there first, well, maybe I can add 2 and 2 together and somehow come up with 5.
What?
That is, if Edgar Porter was murdered.
All you need to know, KNX is 7 million News Radio.
I tore on over Coast Guard quarters. Found my old pal, Adam Patrick, was just about to take off in a cutter.
Okay, boys, cast off and let's get underway. Aye, sir.
No, wait.
Johnny!
Hold everything, will you?
Here I come. Johnny Dollar, who do you think you are, Superman?
Hiya, Pat. I hope you're heading out to the Leslin.
Why, yes. One of our cops has spotted her a few miles out. You mean you're working on this one, too?
Yeah, kind of a thick one, isn't it?
Sure it is. Now, a man completely alone out there could be murdered. There couldn't possibly have been anyone with him. Speak for the old man. Freeburn has been telling me the truth.
Oh, I think he has, Pat. At least as far as he's gone.
What do you mean by that?
Well, does he know you've located the Leslin?
Sure. When I got word, I phoned him, then grabbed Dr. Wilson. See him up board there.
Hey, wait a minute. You gave Freeburn the position of the Leslin?
Sure, why not?
Hey, listen, can you get a few more knots out of this barge?
We're up on top right now. What do you mean, Johnny?
How much do you know about Lester Freeburn and his wife?
Oh, man, that Marilyn.
Huh?
Greatest business asset a promoter like Freeburn could possibly have.
Oh.
How else do you think he got his paws on that radio control he made?
Yeah, I know about her connections.
Why not? Why shouldn't she? It's that kind of monkey shines that keeps her in furs and expensive cars and everything else she likes.
Yeah, I see. And then the Freeburns are quite a team, huh?
Understatement of the week.
And I understand he does pretty well for himself.
Look, when that government contract gets rolling, and if his partner's dead, well, man, he's back in the black so fast.
Oh, you think he's in the red now?
Look, after all that dough he spent on that plant, Johnny.
A couple of $100,000 might come in handy, huh?
Even $1,000 or two. What are you getting at?
Let's get on out to the Leslin, huh? It took us something under an hour to reach the Leslin, where she drifted around on the calm sea untended.
She'd had her engines running. She might have got halfway across the Pacific before we found her.
While the crew of the cutter were preparing to tow her into harbor, Pennon, the doctor, and we climbed aboard. I took a good, careful look around, and believe me, I found plenty. Edgar Porter was dead, all right. His body slumped over the radio set. Carbon monoxide, the doctor said.
At least that's what my preliminary examination shows, Mr. Dollar.
But then, before we could get her underway, sure enough, Lester Freeburn rolled up in his speedboat. He came aboard, joined us in the cabin, took a look at the body of Edgar Porter, and then...
Then it was carbon monoxide poisoning. And I told him by radio to be sure that this vent was open.
Too late, Mr. Freeburn.
What, Mr. Dollar?
Well, that fast little boat of yours didn't get you here soon enough. That vent was wide open. Yeah, the first thing I looked at.
Well, then I don't understand. If it was carbon monoxide poisoning...
Yes, John.
Oh, sure it was. But not from this gas heater.
You mean maybe some leak in the exhaust system?
Not even that would have done it, Pat. This cabin door was wide open when we came aboard.
Well, even so...
Alive, Edgar was pretty valuable to you, Mr. Freeburn.
Of course. As my partner with his invention.
And your wife, with an eye for the dollar sign, roped him in very nicely for you. I guess he really had a case on her.
I utterly failed to see...
But Edgar dead would be even better, you thought.
Oh, now, look
No
here.
more need to share the profits on his invention.
Are you trying to say I thought of killing him?
This radio transmitter and receiver, some of your work?
Of course.
But before getting into electronics, you were a chemist, weren't you? So you'd know even better than I do how carbon monoxide can be produced from a little crystal of some kind. I forgot the name of it. But when it gets thoroughly heated...
Now, look here, Dollar. Edgar was alone on this boat.
Now, you look. The cord on his microphone is very short.
So?
He had to lean over the transmitter when he talked to you by radio.
So what?
That's one of the reasons you knew he fell against Spinetta when he keeled over. You mentioned it when you played back that tape for us.
Well, I simply assumed...
You knew he did. Even as you knew his head would be right over this grill work on top of the transmitter when he used the mic. Look through the grill, Pat.
Yeah, Johnny.
All right, that little coil on the back of the panel where nobody'd notice it.
Yeah?
A heating element that was turned on when the mic was turned on, see? There, you see, it's starting to glow, like a small coil on one of those electric heaters. And believe me, it had nothing to do with transmitting a signal.
Dollar.
Instead, it was used to heat up a crystal of that chemical I mentioned to produce a deadly concentrated dose of carbon monoxide.
Johnny.
Sure. Take a good look at that coil, and I'm sure you'll find traces of the chemical on it. Get the picture, Pat?
Yeah, Johnny, I sure do. All he had to do was stay right there in his home and put in a call to Porter on the radio.
That's right.
To answer him, Porter turned on this transmitter. Then he leaned over to use the mic. That meant he was right on top of the coil with the chemical on it. The coil that was heating up, producing the gas that killed him. Oh, that dirty, diabolical.
Well, Mr. Freeburn. Yep. Lester Freeburn had suddenly run out of answers. And I'm willing to bet that the best lawyer in the country can't get him out of this one. Best of all, of course, he won't collect a penny of the insurance on the partner that he murdered. Expense account total, including all the incidentals I could think of, and the plane fare back to Hartford, $386.21. And cheap at half the price. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here's our star to tell you about next week's program.
Next week, well, one of the most clever, most ingenious crimes I've ever run into during my career as a special investigator. Motive and method are all too obvious. So are all the clues needed to solve the crime. Yet, a simple little device we're all familiar with is used to cover them up and apparently make them meaningless. Yeah, I'm talking about a device that we all use every day. There's probably one of them right there in that room with you, right beside you, waiting for you to pick it up and use it. Just be sure that you don't use it to cover up a murder. Instead, well, be sure to join us, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar, starring Bob Bailey, originates in Hollywood and is written, produced, and directed by Jack Johnstone. Heard in our cast were Virginia Gregg, Olin Soule, Sam Edwards, Will Wright, and Herschel Bernard. Be sure to join us next week, same time and station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar. This is John Wall speaking.
Johnny Dollar has come to you through the worldwide facilities of the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Johnny Dollar.
Johnny, this is George Hardy at Northeast Indemnity Association.
Yes, George.
Got a pencil and piece of paper?
Sure.
Then write this down.
Go ahead.
130-07-0583.
Got it. So?
He wants to see you.
Who does?
130-07-0583 at State Prison.
Oh. You know his name, George?
No, but if it's who I think it is, well, Johnny, you just might find yourself going for the commission on $100,000.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account, America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to Northeast Indemnity Association, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the tip-off matter. Expense account item 1 is $4.60 for a tank full of gas, despite the fact that the state pen is only a few miles south in Wethersfield, a town with a population of about 20,000, where the father of our country once planned the historic Battle of Yorktown. In other words, George Washington slept there. An assistant warden led me not to one of the cell blocks, but to a screened-off corner in a hospital ward. The man who lay there was in his early 30s, but he looked 100, thin, drawn, emaciated, with the pallor of death on his face. It was a full minute before I recognized him as Turner McGackie, up for safecracking, whom I hadn't seen since the day the judge handed out his term some 10 years before.
Pretty funny, huh, Dollar? I'm due to get out. Instead, I lay here dying.
Oh, now, come on. Who told you that, McGackie?
Now, come on, don't you try and kid me too, Dollar. I ain't got long, and I know it. That's why I had him send for you, see. Maybe you can stop a killing, Dollar.
A killing?
From that safe job that got me in here.
Well, that was 10 years ago.
Only they never found the loot from it, did they?
Oh, I see. And you know where it is, Mac?
Look, this ain't easy, Dollar, me telling this, but you're the only one I got any respect for.
Respect for me? Mac, I was partly responsible for putting you here.
Yeah, sure, Dollar. I hated your guts. Then I did. Only yesterday, the warden... He told me about what you've done for Tommy, my kid brother. About the home and foster folks you got for him. About you seeing he'd get educated. Like the way that I never did.
He was a nice kid, McGackie.
It's all because of you that kid has a chance to play it straight. Get somewhere.
I think he will, too. He doesn't know about me. He didn't know I was there, Mac.
There?
Yeah. I stood in the crowd and I watched him graduate from high school. With honors. You'd have been proud of him, Mac.
Yeah. Proud. And all on account of you give him what I couldn't never give him.
Tommy deserved a chance like any other kid. That's all.
Yeah, but the way you done it. You're letting them think I'd been killed. Some kind of an accident. You're never letting them know about my record. What I really was. Now he's got no spots on him. He's got nothing to live down to make him ashamed. And all this time I didn't know about what you've done for him. I just kept hating you. But I didn't know.
Look, Mac, that's all water under the bridge now.
So now I'm going to make up to you, Dollar.
There's no need to, Mac. Look, you're getting tired. I better leave you
but
now.
The loot from that safe job, 100 G's.
Oh?
So, listen. While I can... Listen. Real careful. Real careful, Dollar.
He told me then about Joe Pirelli, an old crony of his. Pirelli, now posing as a fisherman, living in Mac's old cottage on Peconic Bay, Long Island, near the town of Cutchogue. He told me about a safe in the cellar of the cottage, and the fact Pirelli knew only half the combination to it. And the other half? 2 weeks ago, when he'd found out that he was going to die, Mac had given the other half to a crook by the name of Danny Russeloff, who pulled the heist with him, who was also there in the pen, who'd not only been a boxman, but a killer. Okay, fine. Except for one thing.
I wouldn't have told Danny. Not if I'd known then about what you done for my brother.
Look, Mac.
But now I do know. So it's you that's going to have that dough.
No, it'll go to the insurance company, Mac.
Look, if Danny gets to him first, Danny will kill Pirelli.
Take it easy now. Don't get yourself too excited.
Don't you see, having the whole combination between them? Danny will get the dough. Then he'll kill Pirelli.
Well, look, if you gave me the combination.
Yeah.
All right, then.
You'll give me your word. You'll protect Pirelli. Kind of his keeping that dough for me all this time.
Mac, I'll do what I can for him. But first, while I'm here at the pen, I better get things straight with Danny Russeloff.
No, Dollar. Danny's getting out of here today.
Getting out? You mean they're releasing him?
Yeah. So you gotta go for that dough and now go see Pirelli.
Okay, Mac. Now, the combination of the safe.
Yeah. First it's right. Turn it right.
Yeah.
Number. Dollar, I can't breathe.
Mac.
I'm calling Dollar.
Come on, Mac.
Help me.
Orderly.
Help me.
Nurse, get a doctor in here.
By the time the doctor got there, McGackie was dead. I asked the warden about Danny Russeloff then.
Yes, Mr. Dollar, we sent him on his way about an hour ago. And all I can say is good riddance.
Expense account item 2, $150 for a plane, a charter job. We took off and headed south. How Dick Spidell, the pilot, ever managed to sit down among the sand dunes near Cutchogue in semi-darkness, I'll never know. But after a walk of about a mile, I found the gas station. Item 3, $20 to the gas jockey for the use of his stripped-down vintage car.
Sure, man. You just negotiate that next turn left. You see it down there? And then you swing another left on the sandy road you come to, and you stop when you make the bay. It's a beat-up old shack with a wore-out old pier in front of it.
Okay.
Oh, and if you don't see him around or he don't answer when you knock, go on in anyhow. It's probably because old Pirelli's liquored up like he mostly is and has fell asleep.
All right, thanks.
Oh, and just be sure to get my car back here by midnight when I close up, huh?
Right. Mike? Pirelli? Anybody here?
Stop knocking down that door. Come on, open.
Okay. All right, Pirelli, Oh.
Yeah.
You got a gun?
Because I've been waiting for you.
You're a lousy shot, Pirelli.
I've got you. Okay, Danny, I give up. I give up, Danny.
Danny, huh? Is that who you were waiting for with this gun? Danny Russelloff?
Yeah, I thought... I read Danny was getting out today. Who are you? Who are you, mister?
My name is Dollar. Now sit down over there by that table.
Yeah. What are you doing here?
I've come to pick up some money, Pirelli, $100,000.
No.
From the safe in your cellar.
No, you got no right to that.
I haven't, huh?
You think I didn't know what's in the safe?
I'm sure you did. And it all better be in it now.
That's Max dough. McGacky's.
He's dead, Pirelli. Only a couple of hours ago in the prison hospital.
You're lying.
You want to call him up and check on it?
Dead. McGacky's dead, huh?
That's right.
Oh. Now half of that dough is mine. That's mine, Dollar.
I don't think so.
Oh, no. Dollar, huh? You Johnny Dollar? You're the insurance dick.
That's right. And I'm here to get that money.
Oh, no.
I'm also here for another reason.
Yeah? Like what?
To save your worthless carcass if I can. You don't believe that, huh?
I never trust no cop, and you're a cop.
Look, Pirelli, get one thing straight. Personally, I couldn't care less what happens to you. I've got no use for you. A man with a record like you piled up over the years.
Look, I paid for everything I done. I served time.
And for holding on to this hot money? My only reason for trying to keep Danny Russelloff from killing you is because I promised McGacky I would.
I can take care of myself.
Like you did when I came barging in here?
Okay, so maybe you...
Look, Danny Russelloff's the killer, and he's got the other half of that safe combination.
What?
Yes, because McGacky gave it to him when he found out he was going to die. And you think Danny couldn't force your half out of you with a gun in your belly? If you refused to help him open that box? And then when he got the dough, he'd kill you.
No, I still wouldn't tell him my half.
He'd kill you anyway and then blow the safe. That used to be his business. So whatever happens, Pirelli, without me, you end up dead.
Dollar, listen.
Now, look, I know it'll mean breaking my word to McGacky, but if that's the way you want it, all I have to do is just sit on the sidelines, wait for Danny to get here, for the safe to be open one way or another, see you get knocked off, and then move in on Danny.
Yeah, okay, but maybe I can get him first.
Sure. Go on. Try it. But if you do get lucky, if you do kill him before he kills you, I promise you one thing, Pirelli. I'll see you end up in the chair. Would you like to think about that for a while? Just don't take too long, though, Because I doubt if Danny's going to waste much time getting down here. And if I'm not around when he does get here... Well, Pirelli?
Okay. What do you want me to do?
Got enough food around here to keep us for a couple of days?
Sure, I got plenty.
All right, then I'm moving in. Have you got a phone?
No. Only plenty of food and booze.
I can see that. Is there any other way to get here, Pirelli, besides the road that turns off near the gas station?
Not unless somebody try to get here with one of those helicopters.
All right, then from the gas station, I can tell if somebody is heading in here.
Huh?
I'll see you later. Item 4, back at the gas station, out on the highway, $100 even.
$100? Oh, for that, man, I'll ride a bicycle or borrow my sister's car, and you can keep the old crate.
No, Jimmy, I'll only need it for a day or two, I hope.
All the time you want. And is there anything else I can do, Mr. Dollar?
Just let me have a handful of change to throw at this payphone of yours. Item 5, $3.80 for a call to George Hardy at his home back in Hartford. I gave him the whole story.
Good, Johnny, good. I had a feeling it had to do with that safe-cracking job we had to make good on. Now, how do I contact you down there?
You don't. I'll have to contact you. What are you thinking of?
Well, you said this Danny Russelloff hasn't shown up there yet.
Not yet, though he's had plenty of time by now.
Maybe Danny's playing it smart now he's on parole.
What do you mean?
Well, he's supposed to report in here in Hartford where he used to live, isn't he?
Probably.
So he'll do that first to give a good impression. Make everybody think he's on the up and up.
Maybe.
And then, when he figures nobody's watching him anymore, then he'll make his move, right?
Except that I can't see him wasting any time about getting his hands on the money, or at least making sure it's still here. So, George.
Yes?
Get hold of Pete Larkin.
The private detective.
Yeah, tell him it's for me. Tell him if Danny is there in Hartford to keep an eye on him day and night. And if he leaves town, I want to know it so I can be ready for him.
Okay. And meanwhile, what'll you be doing? Have you called on the police down there?
I don't even know if they have any in this little town. What's more, a couple of cops prowling around would only scare him away, and I want to get him. I'll check back with you 3 or 4 times a day.
Okay. And at least we know where that 100,000 is now.
Do we? Maybe I better get back out to Pirelli and make sure. The safe was still there in Mike Pirelli's cellar, intact. And Mike himself, in the process of getting very, very drunk. But in answer to my question...
Yeah, okay. All right, it's only the last 2 numbers of the combination that I know.
All right, what are they?
It's 2 turns to the right.
2 turns to the right to what number?
It's 81.
2 turns to the right to 81.
Yeah.
And then?
Hey, listen, Dollar.
And then, Mike?
Then left, left 14.
Then left to 14.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Hey, listen, Dollar, I'm scared now. You got me scared. Give me the...
Here, go ahead. Help yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe enough of that stuff will at least keep you... Hold it. Listen.
What?
Hold it.
What?
You hear that?
What? Yeah. It's the car out there.
All right, let me douse these lights. You see it there? You know that car?
No. Hey, but that's him. That's Danny.
Be quiet.
He's coming in here to kill me, Dollar. Quiet.
As the car pulled to a stop, I quietly slipped over to one side of the door and grabbed the knob. I drew my gun and waited. For a long moment, there was no sound out there. Then a car door opening and closing quietly. Then footsteps on the wooden sidewalk. Then as I felt him touch the doorknob, I turned it and swung open the door.
Say, what's the matter, man? What's going on here? Why are you palming that cannon?
Sorry, Jimmy. I was expecting somebody else.
Man, I hope so. Hey, what happened to him, to old Pirelli?
Oh, well, he...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I see the jug now.
Mm-hmm.
Falling down drunk again, huh? Oh, but, here, Mr. Dollar. The reason I stopped by is I forgot to give you this key to the trunk of my car in case you need it.
Oh, okay, Jimmy, thanks.
And, listen, I've been thinking... Your name is Dollar, huh? Johnny Dollar, that investigator? Man, I think you're the most.
Look, Jimmy, if Johnny Dollar was around here, if he was setting a trap for some crook...
Yeah?
And if anybody blabbed about it to anyone, Johnny Dollar might end up very dead. You understand that?
Don't worry. Don't you worry. Just let me know how you make out, will you?
I'll let you know.
Yeah. And thanks. Thanks, Johnny.
Item 6, in the next 3 days, $41 for more telephone calls to George Hardy. Yeah, Danny Russelloff was in Hartford, but sitting tight. So maybe George had been right. But how much longer I could keep old Pirelli under the influence without doing him serious harm began to worry me. And I was afraid that if he got sober, he might turn on me. Then the 4th day.
And listen, Johnny. I mean, mister. As soon as you get through making that call, I want to tell you something.
Yeah, okay, Jimmy, sure.
And I hope you haven't been worried about my telling anybody you're here, because I haven't told anyone.
Hello?
George?
Johnny Dollar?
Yeah.
Thank goodness you called. When I got back here from lunch, Pete Larkin, that private eye you had me call.
Yes?
Early this morning, Danny Russelloff got away from him.
He did.
Pete's lost him entirely. So, Johnny, if I were you...
Okay, George.
Now, what I was going to tell you...
Jimmy, I'm sorry. I haven't time now.
But about that other car that started down the road.
What?
Yeah, down at Pirelli's place.
When?
Well, about an hour ago. But then it came back to the highway.
Did you get the license?
Oh, I didn't get the number. It was Connecticut, though.
All right. Now, after he came back to the highway?
Down that way.
I see. Look, Jimmy, is there another road around here that goes to the bay?
Yeah, the old fishing club, below Pirelli's place.
Okay. Here.
A sawbuck?
Yeah.
But why? What did I do?
I'll let you know. I started down the road to Pirelli's. But no. Because if it had been Danny, the reason he turned around to come back to the highway was because he'd seen my car there. So instead, I took the road to the fishing club. And there it was, beside the abandoned clubhouse, a rental job with Connecticut plates. Leading away from it were footprints in the sand, leading toward Pirelli's. As I got close to the cottage by crawling on my belly behind the sand dunes, I managed to work my way around to one of the windows. I waited and listened. Not a sound inside. A trap? Maybe so. Maybe Pirelli's still hoping for a crack at the $100,000 had taken a chance at going over to Danny's side. Well, there's only one way to find out. I raised up just enough to look into the room. There on the floor lay Mike Pirelli, dead, a bullet hole in his forehead. So he hadn't told his half of the combination. That meant there was only one way Danny could get the dough out of that safe now. And the door to the cellar was wide open. Yet if I tried to lift the noisy old window and climb in without some other sound to cover... But Danny himself gave me that. By the time the noise of his nitro job on the safe had died away, I was inside the house and halfway down the cellar steps.
All right, Danny. Raise them up over your head. Huh? Don't move. Get those hands up high.
Oh, yeah? Oh, yeah, mister? Well, look.
You reach for a gun, Danny, and I'll pull the trigger.
Oh, no, you don't. You see this? This bottle, mister? Nitro. It's nitro, and I can throw it even with a slug in me, and you're dead.
If I can hit that bottle from here...
Now, back up. Drop the gun.
You try throwing that bottle of nitro, Danny.
Yeah, at you.
Set it down now, gently. Set it down.
No, I'm throwing it now.
I'd heard of such things, but never before quite believed them possible. But so help me, when I picked myself up on the edge of the wreckage of that cottage, most of my clothes were blown completely off. And yet, by some miracle, I suffered no more than a couple of bruises and a slight headache. As for Danny, well, let's not go into that. He's paid for all his crimes. Expense account total, $349.40. And don't forget my commission, in spite of the fact that a lot of bits and pieces of that money had to be pasted back together. Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Can you get premium gasoline performance at regular gasoline price? Find out what so many other car owners have found. In 3 out of 5 cars, regular priced Sinclair Dyno gasoline matches performance of premium gasolines, saves you up to 4 cents a gallon. Almost anywhere you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon with Dyno and still get premium performance and mileage. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dyno gasoline. Johnny Dollar is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Jackson Beck, Joseph Julian, Jack Grimes, Bob Maxwell, and Peter Fernandez. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Tomorrow begins a new week's hilarity with Arthur Godfrey Time on the CBS Radio Network.
Johnny Dollar.
Hi, Johnny. Johnny, Les Walters at World Mutual.
Les, how are you?
I'm ready to blow a gasket.
Why, what's the matter?
Trouble. $300,000 worth.
It's a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, I'll pick you up at your place in, say, 20 minutes.
All right, but what's it all about, Les? Murder, burglary, arson, embezzlement?
Tell you when I see you.
Well, give me a hint at least, some possible angle to mull over.
All you have to mull over is what your commission may be on 300 G's.
Okay, I don't mind if I do.
Yeah, if you can solve this one. See you.
I'll be there.
The CBS Radio Network brings you Mandel Kramer in the exciting adventures of the man with the action-packed expense account. America's fabulous freelance insurance investigator,
Yours truly, Johnny Dollar. Expense account submitted by Special Investigator Johnny Dollar to World Mutual Insurance Company, Home Office, Hartford, Connecticut. Following is an account of expenses incurred during my investigation of the deadly crystal matter. By the time I'd shaved, showered, dressed, and poured myself a cup of coffee, Les Walters was pounding on my door. Coming, Les, coming. And that's top of the morning to you.
Oh, you have to sound so all-fired cheerful.
Why not? Come on in, join me a cup of coffee.
No time. Not if you're going to make the next plane to New York.
Oh, I am?
You are.
Why?
I told you. $300,000 the company doesn't want to have to pay out.
For what?
Look, will you quit stalling? Let's go.
Came back from New York?
Yes. Or rather, Bronxville, one of the suburbs.
Yes, I know the town.
Well, that's where Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell lives.
And who's she?
Oh, an eccentric old character, if ever was. Lives at 1263 Birchbrook Road. You got it?
1263 Birchbrook Road. I got it. Now, tell me, what's happened?
Ah, the old caper. Servants' day off, the old lady all alone. With $300,000 worth of jewels.
You mean she kept that kind of stuff around the house?
She kept it on her.
On her?
Yeah. 24 hours a day, even when she went to bed. To remind her of the old days when she didn't have a cent, she says. I told you she's a character.
Boy, she must be.
Yeah, well, the only time she didn't wear it was when she took a bath. So, what happened?
She took a bath.
You may think you're kidding, but that's it. She left the stuff on a dressing table in her bedroom. By the time she got out of the tub, threw on a dressing gown, walked back into the bedroom, the stuff was gone. And absolutely no sign of where and how and by whom.
The police have any idea?
Oh, she won't let them near the place.
Why not?
Look, I told you, Johnny, she's
a character, all right.
Yes, she's a character. She wouldn't even give me any details beyond what I told you. Insisted that you, and you alone, handle the case.
Well, never heard.
Now, here's a list of everything.
Watch it, Les.
It's close. Crazy woman driver.
Quite a doll, though. Almost be a pleasure to be run down by.
Yeah, sure. Well, not me. Anyhow, let's see. Here's the list. Now, the most valuable piece is that number 1 item there, a necklace with a big ruby pendant. You see it there?
Wow. 23 carats.
23. I wouldn't let that out of my sight even when I took a shower.
Yeah. Now, when did it happen, Les?
You shouldn't have asked. 2 weeks ago today.
What?
Yeah.
And she only just now notified you?
Yeah.
And she won't let the police take a hand, huh?
No, I told you, Johnny.
Yes, you told me, Les, but if you ask me, there's something very, very fishy about all this. Expense account item 1, 1045, plane fare to New York. And aboard the plane, in the seat right next to me, yes, the girl who had nearly run us down on the way to the airport. She was late 20s, I'd say, very petite and cute, with jet black hair and warm brown eyes.
Vaguely familiar, too, but not exactly sociable.
I told you, Mr. What'd you say your name is?
Dollar. Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes.
And yours?
Lynn Peters, if it makes any difference.
Well, of course it does, because Lynn...
Look, I told you, Johnny, it was completely the fault of whoever was driving your car. And that's that. Now, excuse me.
I'll tell you what, Lynn, I'll have him send you a written apology, okay?
It won't be necessary. Forget it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Forget that somebody as pretty as you are might have been hurt because of his...
I said excuse me. I'd like to read, if you don't mind.
Ouch. That was the end of that conversation. Item 2 in New York, $50 deposit on a rental car. An hour later, I pulled up in front of the old mansion at 1263 Birch Brook Road in the beautiful suburb of Bronxville. And Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell was a character.
Mr. Walter told you rightly, Mr. Dollar. Like today, it was the servant's day off. I was completely alone here. It was while I was taking my tub that my priceless jewelry was stolen.
And, no sign of anyone having broken in, Mrs. Weatherwell?
None whatsoever.
I see. Now tell me, who else has a key to the house besides the servants?
No one, and it was not they who did it.
Well, can you be sure of that?
Absolutely certain. I won't even permit your questioning them about it.
Any family, then?
Oh, since my husband died, I've lived here entirely alone.
Except for the servants?
It was not they.
You didn't really answer my question about family.
There's someone at the door, Mr. Dollar.
Yes, I know, but before you
You may answer it.
What?
I told you no servants today, so you will answer the door. Go on, young man, go on.
All right.
Here, Charlie says...
Lynn.
Here, would you take this? Belongs to your lady.
Oh, wait a minute, Lynn.
Who's Lynn?
You are. At least that's the name.
Well, what is it? What is it, young man? What's that package you have there? Is that for me?
Yes, it is. Here.
Well, then, please shut that door.
Well, now, just a minute. I think...
If this is what I think it is...
Oh, wait a minute. The girl out there who brought it, would you just stand aside one moment,
Don't
please?
bother, Mr. Dollar. You see? There they are, my jewels.
What?
Yeah, that's right, all of them. I knew Charles wouldn't think...
Now, wait a minute. Listen to me. That girl...
The only thing I'm interested in is that my jewels are back. There. See, aren't they lovely?
Yes, they're lovely, but if you'll let me by, please, so I can see what happened to
Here,
her.
while I hold it in place, you may close the catch on this necklace for me. Go on, fix it.
Okay. There you are.
Kill. You may go now.
Thank you, now that she's gone.
I have my jewels back, the case is closed, and I have no further need of you. Goodbye.
The case is closed,
Yes.
Lady, that's what you think. I told Les I thought there was something fishy about this case. Now I was sure of it. I was also sure there was no point trying to get anywhere with Mrs. Weatherwell. So, there wasn't much to go on, except the girl, Lynn Peters, if that really was her name. And there had been something vaguely familiar about her, but from where? I drove back to New York to 18th Precinct Police Headquarters with my old pal, Lieutenant Randy Singer.
Lynn Peters. No, it doesn't ring a bell with me, Johnny. What have you got on her?
Accessory to a jewelry heist up in Bronxville, I think.
Oh. Well, what does the police think up there?
Randy, they don't even know the stuff was taken.
They don't?
Mm-mm. And now that it's all been returned...
Returned? By whom?
This girl, this Lynn Peters.
But if the stuff is back, why worry about it?
I want to know why it was brought back. And if it was intended to be returned, why it was stolen in the first place. So, the answer is to find the girl.
Well, I wish I could help you, Johnny, but I never even heard of her. So how's about forgetting her and treating me to a nice dinner on that expense account of yours, huh?
Randy, how about a look at your mug book,
Book? We've got a stack of them this high, Johnny. It'll take you 2 weeks.
Just lead me to them.
But you're not even sure she's from here in New York.
Randy, listen to me. More than any other city in the world, this town puts a kind of stamp on its people. Not just the way they talk, though New Yorkers do have a kind of a dialect all their own, but there's more than that. It's the way they walk, the way they dress, the way a girl uses makeup, the way she reacts when you try to make a pass at her.
Oh, now I get it. Your real reason for wanting to find this dame...
Oh, come on now, stop. The fact remains that if somebody asked me, I'd say right off that she's a New Yorker. So let me see the mug books.
But even if she is a local, she wouldn't be in one of them unless she's been on the blotter. And from what little you seem to know about her, from only the fact she happened to return some stolen goods,
without even a charge against her on this particular job, and with only your suspicion that she might be involved. Okay, Johnny, just follow me.
10 hours and 15 minutes later, it was 4 a.m., and I was still poring over the mug books. Randy was back on duty and shoving a mug of hot coffee at me.
Oh, come on, Johnny, give up, will you?
Nope.
But even if you find her, you've got nothing on her. And from what you've told me...
All right, so I'm stubborn. But until I figure out what this cockeyed caper is all about... But don't just stand there, Randy. Give me a hand.
Me? I don't even know what she looks like.
All right. She looks a little like this one, only the eyes are different. And a bit like this one, only she's smaller. Like this one here a little, only darker hair and much cuter.
Cuter. Ha.
Did you run a check on that name, Lynn Peters?
Oh, like a darn fool, right after I locked you in here last night.
Nothing, huh?
Nothing.
Nothing? Hey.
What?
Look, here she is. I knew I'd find her. I knew it, Randy. And look. Her name is Ruth Balichet.
Well, I thought you said her name was Lynn Peters.
Did I say it was her right name?
Okay, so it's Ruth Balichet, the quick dip.
The what? You know her?
Sure, the quick dip we called her. Purse snatcher, pickpocket, years ago.
All right, then.
But not anymore, Johnny. So don't you make any trouble with her. Ruth's clean these days.
She is, huh? Well, we'll see. And the address? Yeah. 2120 West 94th.
Charlie, forget your keys? Oh, Johnny Dollar.
Mm-hmm. Hi, Lynn, or is it really Ruth?
Ruth? Lynn? Aren't you making some mistake?
And I don't say you don't recognize me this time.
I've never seen you before in my life. Who are you? What do you want?
Are you kidding?
I am not. Who is it you wish to see?
My cute little seatmate on the plane down from Hartford yesterday. You.
Me?
And don't try to tell me you're not the one who gave me the name of Lynn Peters, only it's really Ruth Balichet.
I'm sorry, mister. I never heard of either of them. Now, if you'll take your foot out of the door...
Now, just a minute.
What is this? Some kind of a racket? Well, if you don't think I can scream loud enough for that cop in the corner
Will you
to hear
listen to me for a minute?
No.
She'd used that name again. The same one Mrs. Weatherwell had used. Charles. So maybe he was the key to all this. The rest of the day I watched the place, hoping he'd appear. Nothing. Nor the next day. Or the next. Then it hit me. Item 3, $1.20 for a call to Les in Hartford.
Where you been, Johnny? I tried to call you at your apartment half a dozen times.
Just answer my question, Les.
Mrs. Weatherwell's beneficiaries?
Yes.
Only one. Her stepson, son of the man who died, and left her a widow.
What's his name?
And incidentally, the insurance is payable immediately on formal notice of her death. $500,000 worth.
All right, Les. What's his name?
Charles Weatherwell.
Do you know where I can find him?
Well, somewhere in New York, I believe. But don't worry, Johnny.
Yeah?
From what she's told me, 15 minutes after word of her death gets out, he'll be pounding on my door demanding the insurance. She hates him.
Then why leave him the insurance?
Oh, only member of the family still left, that sort of thing.
Look, Les.
And it doesn't look as though he'll have long to wait.
What do you mean?
Well, like I say, I tried to call you. No answer. So I called the Weatherwell place. A doctor answered.
Oh?
Told me that 2 weeks ago she was healthy as all get out. But now she's about ready to kick off.
From what?
Well, the doctor and a couple of other specialists can't figure it out. Some strange kind of anemia, maybe. Only it's come on so darn fast that... Well, they just don't know.
Then maybe Charlie does.
What?
Thanks, Les. Okay, now, Lynn.
Now, just a minute. Oh, you again.
That's right.
What do you want around here, mister?
A little information.
You with that ridiculous talk about a plane from Hartford.
Where is he? Charlie Weatherwell.
Charlie?
Right here.
Dollar odd. Don't shoot him, Charlie. Don't
worry. But here, you keep the gun on him just in case.
Sure. See, though? Told you he'd be back. Did you fix a hypo for him?
Right here, baby. One shot of this and you'll be out for at least 5 days. Now pull up his sleeve.
Sure. It won't kill him, will it?
No, it won't kill him.
I didn't study chemistry for nothing.
Already, then.
Here now. Intramuscular. So the effect will be slow and will last. There. And by the time he comes out of this, you and I'll have the insurance and the ruby and be on the other side of the Atlantic. Now, let's get out of here. When you're hit from behind, when you don't know if the punk who did it has a gun, it's smart to play possum. The only thing that worried me was that injection in the muscle of my left arm. The minute they left, I sterilized the blade of my pocket knife with a match, made a deep cross-cut through the needle mark, and squeezed until my fingers were sore. It must have done the trick. Although I felt giddy for a while, I didn't pass out. Item 4, $2 at a nearby saloon for a slug of brandy. Item 5, $20 for some work on the arm by a doctor who stopped asking questions only after I showed him my credentials. Then I drove back to Bronxville.
Yes?
Who are you?
Dr. Harmon Brierly. And you, sir?
Johnny Dollar.
Oh, yes, Dollar. I've heard of you. Come in.
How is she, Doctor? She's still alive?
Yes, but in spite of all we're doing for her, she is...
Well, maybe you're doing wrong.
Beg your pardon?
Where is she?
Upstairs. I've called in a couple of specialists for consultation.
Just tell me this. Is she wearing the necklace with the ruby pendant? An almost orange-colored ruby that was stolen temporarily?
Yes, she is, but why?
Then come on. Get out of the country with not only the insurance, but the ruby, Charlie said.
Charlie? Ruby?
Yes, that means he made a substitute for the real one after he stole it from her, before he got the stuff back to her via the girlfriend.
Mr. Dollar, just...
Which way now?
Second door on the right.
All right, come on. A pinkish sort of mark on her chest, where the so-called ruby and that pendant rested, was the only sign. But it was enough to convince the two specialists. They immediately began treatment for one of the most subtle and fiendish poisons known to man. Then, some 36 hours later, after she'd passed the crisis...
Yes, Mr. Dollar, that cantankerous old patient of mine, well,
Patient of ours now, Dr. Brierly.
I stand corrected, Dr. Radford. And that goes for Dr. Wilson, too. Anyhow, she's going to be all right.
Good.
Now that we have a breather, Mr. Dollar, tell us.
Yes?
What in the world ever led you to believe that this sudden, almost violent deterioration of the red corpuscles in her blood was caused by potassium paradichromate?
Doctor, a couple of months ago, in one of our western states, a young student made up some jewelry out of various crystals that he'd put together in the laboratory. It was written up in the press.
Oh, yes, I remember that.
And so do I. Not to mention it, but there was quite a furor over the fact that some of the crystals that looked so like jewels were actually deadly poison.
Yes, and that contact with human tissue for any length of time.
Yes. The very symptoms that Mrs. Weatherwell was baffling us with until you...
That's right. So when I heard him say that he had the ruby...
He? The one who did this?
Yes, when he said he had the ruby, and that meant the real one, I figured he must have substituted one of these deadly crystals in the pendant on her necklace.
And you were right.
But wait, you know the name of this man?
I certainly do. Dr. Brierly was right. The cantankerous old biddy's recovery was complete. Though I must admit, a little short of miraculous. I went back to my apartment, made a call to Les Walters, got a few hours of badly needed sleep, then the next morning joined Les at his office.
Yes, Johnny, it took a little finagling, but the item appeared in this morning's Hartford Current. Now, the New York papers got it, too.
Good, Les.
So the word is out that Mrs. Gurney Dalrymple Weatherwell has died.
Mm-hmm.
Tomorrow, of course, there'll be a retraction.
Of course. Well, where is he, Les? I thought you said that 15 minutes after the news got out, we...
Oh, Johnny. He has to have time to get here, so... Oh, I'd say that he ought to appear... Yes, Miss Mandeville.
Mr. Weatherwell is here, Mr. Walters.
Oh? Send him in.
right on cue, do you suppose?
Mr. Walters, my name is Charles Weatherwell. I'm beneficiary of my stepmother's insurance, and as I understand, it's to be paid to me immediately and with a...
Yes, Mr. Weatherwell. Meet Johnny Dollar.
Oh, we've met. Hi, Charlie. What's the matter?
How'd you get here? What is this? Some kind of trick?
Oh, and before I forget it, Mr. Weatherwell, there was a call for you a couple of minutes ago.
Call? For me?
Yes. Your stepmother. Want to return it? Here, you can use this phone.
No, she's dead.
Oh, you saw that erroneous news report.
No. It's true. It has to be.
Why? Because you poisoned her?
No. Of course not.
You mean yes, don't you?
It's a trick. It's a trick.
Charlie.
But you won't get away with it.
Put that gun away.
No.
I'll kill you, too.
Not today, Charlie.
All right. It's okay. It's all okay, folks. Everything's under control. Just a little argument in here, and Mr. Dollar has settled it quite satisfactorily.
Lynn Peters, née Ruth Valichet, had made the mistake of waiting for Charlie outside in a car. So, she'll have her day in court, too. Oh, and the original ruby, the real one, we found sewed into the lining of Charlie's coat. Expense account total? Well, just for kicks, why don't we call it $100? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
Now, here is our star to tell you about next week's story.
Next week, I want all of you to be sure and listen. You may be sorry if you miss it. I call it the case of the tip-off matter. So tune in, won't you? Yours truly, Johnny Dollar.
If you drive a car, remember this. Almost anywhere in the country where you see the Sinclair sign, you can save up to 4 cents a gallon on gasoline by using Sinclair Dino. That's because in 3 out of 5 cars, regular price Sinclair Dino matches the performance of expensive premium gasolines, costing up to 4 cents more a gallon. Drive with care and buy Sinclair Dino gasoline. Johnny Dollar is written by Jack Johnstone, produced and directed by Fred Hendrickson. Johnny Dollar is played by Mandel Kramer. Also featured in our cast were Carl Frank, Olive Deering, Elspeth Eric, Sam Gray, Casey Allen, Dean Carlson, and Rene Santoni. Music supervision by Ethel Huber. Sound patterns by Walter Otto. Technical supervision by Larry Solo. Be sure to join us next week, same time, same station, for another exciting story of yours truly, Johnny Dollar.